couldn't hear you. Try to say again something.
I'm saying stuff again. Is it working now? Because it's showing that it should be working. Hello, hello? Hello, hello?
Oh, it's 30 seconds delay.
Hello, hello? Is it okay? Okay. So, once again, hello everybody. Now, after technical difficulties, I have the pleasure to welcome you in the Spell Arena playing studio. We are playing the adventure that I think everybody here got, the Shambles of the Spectacular Fae. And we are going to go through it. We're going to have some fun. We have some new players or like returning players. So don't be too cruel to everybody. We're all kind of having fun and learning new characters and new things. But I hope everybody will have fun and we will see how this all works. I think it will be a great time. So, I mean, welcome and have fun. Okay, so now let's go to our players. Yes?
Okay, my name is Aga, and okay. Hello, can you hear me now? Okay, my name is Aga. I'm part of the net team, and I'm playing halfling rogue called Elric Murky Water. And it's been a while since I last played D&D, so please bear with me, because I know I may forget some rules for a while. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Koval, and I'm also one of the net team.
I can hear GM, but I can't
Okay,
hear
once
you.
again, is it okay now?
Are you speaking from my phone? Microphone?
Yeah, it's speaking from your mic. I don't know why.
I am taking everybody's voice.
Yes.
Bear with us, people. We are trying our best here, but technology is fighting against us. So we will fight it to the best of our ability, and we will win.
Turn off your mic.
Okay, I have, turning on the mic and off the mic. Everything is cool.
Yeah. Is it working? Okay, great. I'm Koval. I'm also one of the net team, and I'm rather an old-time player. I played mostly AD&D many years ago, and 5th edition D&D it will be probably the 3rd campaign, but it will be a first time when I play a wizard. Never tried arcane spellcasters before, and so I will be playing an elven wizard. School of Evocation, so it will be fun. And the next one.
Okay, so hello, my name is Pia. I am character artist from Never Ending Dungeon team, and today I will play a half-orc barbarian named Urkha. I was playing D&D maybe some years ago, so also I must refresh my experience with this game. Thank you.
It's working.
Awesome stuff. Okay, now I'm going to be turning my mic on and off, so we kind of focus on this map over here. And it will be a little bit tricky. Okay, this works. We are here. Can they see the map? Can they see the map? Let's hope they see the map.
So,
okay, guys. So do you have your little kind of figurines over there?
Yep.
Okay. So let's set ourselves up on the map itself, so that we are here. This is what you guys see. So You choose your pawn, and we will kind of go there as well.
Maybe in the middle.
Awesome stuff. Great.
Starting here or here?
I mean, we are starting in front of the Fey lodgings,
Yeah, but
in front of the arch.
we came from this one.
Yes,
This
you came
side,
from
okay.
here. This
Okay.
is the bridge that kind of goes from the Fey city. You guys came here from the last village you guys kind of played in, the one that had the vanishing, disappearing animals, and with the villagers that kind of asked you for help.
Okay.
So this is at least one of the plot hooks available here. So this is what we're going with. Okay. So I think I should be audible here, right? Right. Awesome stuff. So as we are kind of going with this stream and we're going in, I hope that everybody will have fun. I hope that you guys will have fun. As we established before, you guys came from the village of Kurlin. The villagers there were extremely concerned that their livestock is disappearing, that their village is somehow cursed, and fortunately enough, they know where they live, they know their stuff, and they know that around them, in the forest not far from their village, there is an old, supposedly abandoned Fey town / castle. You guys came there for completely different purposes, but you guys catch an eye of like a normal guy. You guys are armed to the teeth. One of you is straight up a wizard, so and you have a crazy, half orc with a big axe, which usually means that you guys mean action and mean business. So they asked you for help and asked you to retrieve the branch of the Elder Tree, which is a powerful artifact that if you give it to the villagers in total, it will basically end all their fate problems, if you can get it. Now, you guys know as well that this is a powerful artifact in itself. So what will you do with it? That's kind of up to you. But first you need to get there. And to get there and to get the artifact, you guys need to go to the abandoned, the shambles of the Spectacular Face lodgings. There's a way through the forest that we will not kind of go through, and this is the moment where you guys are approaching what is almost for sure the beginning of something more, something a little bit mysterious and something a little bit weird. So I hope that everybody can see the map as well as we can over here. So I would need you guys to fiction first. So first, let's kind of understand what is happening and how you guys are approaching this starting position. But at the same time, I would like to know in what formation you guys are approaching, because that kind of depends on how far you guys see. At the same time, since you guys are going through the forest and through the kind of ruins of the city, there is thick greenery around you. This forest is, especially around the Fey town, kind of hard to cross. The trees themselves kind of bunch up together, so it almost seems as if this is the only way forward. You can see the city around you, no problem. This is, regardless of the map. But this is definitely the beginning of what you're looking for. The arch itself draws attention of everybody in your team, probably especially Mr. Wizard here. Let's pretend we don't see anything. And I would like to know from you guys, first of all, maybe for our players also kind of watching the stream, how do you guys look? What as we see and imagine, halfway imagine, we have the map here, but we imagine this scene of you guys kind of walking out of the ruins, walking through the forest itself, and walking closer to this, movie style, walking closer to this beautiful, very old archway. What can we see? Who's walking first? How do you look? And if you have any, what's the banter? What are you guys talking about as you're getting closer? So here I would invite you to describe your characters to everybody else. And I will mute myself.
Okay. Who's going first? Okay.
I think I'm going first. A little person with a huge with ratty clothes is walking on her tiptoes, trying to sneak around and make as little noise as possible. I'm hoping to grasp what's around us before our friend Urha beats me to the entrance, because she's always really noisy. And I have a huge smile on my face. It's really hard to say whenever I'm just happy and curious, or it's like a crazy smile. I'm always smiling. I think I will try to stand close to the entrance and see what's in there.
Okay. Well then, if that's the case, I mean, we here have the physical space, so you guys please set yourselves within the grid, and you show me where you want to go, and I will tell you what you can see here with our fancy. Okay, so you are. Let's just for the let's color code each other here, just for this simplicity's sake. Mr. Wizard, you will be the blue color here. Of course, Urkha, being the raging half orc, will be red, which leaves you with green. Did you give everybody your name?
I'm Henry.
Every?
Henry.
Almost like every halfling.
Okay.
Okay, then. So every, you are standing over here. Very good. Kind of sideways. I'm gonna move you over here. Click. Very good. So you can actually see a little bit further into this whole mess. What about you guys? Where are you standing? Are you guys trailing behind and kind of following through this, what seems to be almost like a bridge that goes above the main city and the main forest?
I probably should go as the last one, but I think at least at the beginning of the adventure, I'm too curious to be left behind. So I'm going also straight up front.
Mm-hmm.
My character is an elf of for an elf, very modest appearance. Um, it's someone who's not very careful about how he looks. He got rather grayish robe with something that was once very nicely done elven red letters and magical signs embroidered all over the robe, but it's not there anymore. It's it was used, and this is he's a wizard who's not very careful about how he looks. He's
So a
more
standard academic wizard. It's like it's
not
about the
really,
magic.
not really. He was an academic for some time, but he's now more. He's curious about what is going around and what is going to happen, and well, what will burn when it will stand in my way. Because he is an invoker, and I'm afraid that he's a very personalization of the not very flattering, um, stereotypes about evokers.
I mean, I feel like seeing things burn is a very, very noble way to live. It's great. Fire is beautiful. However, you are surrounded by an awful lot of wood. So
Yeah.
this is something that is on your mind, both as a blessing and as a curse. It can burn very nicely, but you're there.
It
So-
just have to be taken into consideration before
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
assessing my position.
Okay. So,
But-
but that means you're not assessing your position. You're following every.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying to keep a distance, but I'm not too careful.
Okay. Fair enough. And in this very odd twist of events, I understand that Urka is last,
Yeah.
like in the team, kind of keeping behind. So how do we explain this turn of events? As you guys are approaching, I understand that you are first to kind of scout a little bit and see what's going on. However, from your position, each of you has a chance to use your skills and ask some questions. So the first question is, what are you guys doing as you're kind of approaching this? This is almost like an elevated bridge that goes over the town itself. You can see that the ruins of the city are all around, kind of just abandoned under you, and there's like this elevation goes up, and you're kind of crossing this very overgrown, very old bridge as you're tiptoeing between the branches and the little kind of roots. So it kind of, there's like a pillar you're standing on right now that kind of, it's very kind of wide and big. And then you can see the archway itself. As I said, it kind of draws attention. It kind of brings your eyes to kind of look at it. It looks as if there's something written on it, but unless you guys want to give me some kind of like an ability test there, it's kind of hard to see. There's like a lot of roots. It's overgrown, and there is clearly, as we can kind of move the map a little bit away. I can't move the map a little bit away. But as we're kind of just looking there through this corridor inside, what are you looking at / what are you looking for, Every, as you're approaching this archway?
For now, I don't move at all.
So you walk in and you're just kind of holding.
It's like I don't describe my character. So, yeah.
You didn't describe your character.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Please come on.
Okay,
As you're
so
walking behind everybody.
I'm the last one of our team. So my half orc also go for now in the middle of in this situation. Maybe next I will be on front. And when I go forward, you see a very big half orc woman with leather bikini, also with leather sandals. On my head there is a skull helm, and also on the back fur, like maybe a brown fur. Also in my right hand there is a maul with spikes.
All the
That's
spikes.
it, yeah, and I think maybe that's all.
Okay, so we have a bikini, we have a maul with spikes. So this is a classic heavy hitter, kind of Urka the barbarian.
Yes.
And you're kind of in the middle. So I'm imagining the way you guys are set up there on the map. I'm imagining Every kind of looking at the arch and kind of investigating or perceiving. I don't know, your choice of skill. I know that we have our friend the mage. Did you give everybody your name?
Eludril.
Eludril. I'm gonna call you L.
No, that's okay.
Because Eludril, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's probably because
I mean, probably this name was used few times, but not much,
Mm-hmm.
because he's not talking too much about himself. So this name was maybe used like twice, 3 times, and yeah, L is perfectly fine.
And let's also not forget to mention that you guys are basically a beginning, kind of like freshly made adventuring party,
Yeah.
Kind of sent here by some sort of a guild, and you guys are therefore not like extremely familiar with each other, which is why your name is still your own, and the little nickname I gave you is probably mine. I don't know about the rest of the team. But I'm imagining here Every kind of doing her job and kind of looking at the arch. I'm imagining Eludril or L, it's kind of looking down because you're there on the edge. So you're kind of looking down at the ruins of the city themselves. and Urquhart standing in the middle is kind of not knowing what all the slow movement is about here. But as you're kind of stepping over this, it almost looks like an old kind of fountain that is without water, without much things. But you guys are kind of like stepping over this. It's almost like it's a little bit forgotten. There's no water, there's no nothing, and everything around you seems to be overgrown with plants and also extremely green. As in, even growing on rocks over here, the plants are thriving with life. Yeah, so Every, what are you doing as you're kind of getting close? Or what are you guys doing as you're getting closer to this whole thing?
As I bypass the fountain, I'm gathering small stones into my pocket and trying to walk really, really carefully. It's like really a small person is trying to walk even lower. My head is a little bit lower than usual. I'm walking on my tiptoes and looking around very curiously. And when I get closer to the entrance, I'm throwing a few small pebbles inside the corridor and see if anything moves there, or whenever there can be some traps or.
So this is actually an important distinction here, because if you're checking for traps, we can roll a check for traps. But actually, this is either perception or investigation. Because I don't know, I can let you choose any single one of them. Like, we have a choice, which is better for you actually, because I can accept perception here since you're like throwing stones and kind of looking at what's happening. Or this could be a form of investigation of like, how will this floor behave when I throw stones at it? So I can accept both. It's your choice.
I think it's a perception test, because I'm curious whenever there is anything there, whenever there is someone hiding.
Give me a roll.
Oh, it's far. Then we have 9 in total.
Okay, so you're not blind, so you're going to see some things. But again, with this what this test represents for me is that this place is super alive. Like, you're going to see little bugs and little living kind of mice and rats just kind of living and jumping in and out of the roots. So, you throw some stones and you're like, oh, shit, something's happening. And then just mice go out and like rats go out. There's no like traps. So the total was how much? It was
9.
9. So with a 9, you would probably notice that when you threw the rocks, the little roots, and as you can see kind of on the map over there, there's like plenty roots. It's hard to walk here and not step on roots or grass or something like that. So the roots themselves are moving and kind of dodging away from the rocks that you're throwing, which plants normally don't. But is this a trap? Kind of hard to say. It mostly looks like the plants here have like a will of their own, kind of a little bit. But again, your rocks fall, you leave them, kind of stop. They probably don't bounce really, since there's like a lot of grass and roots and stuff. But other than that, and silence.
This place seems to be alive. Be careful, guys.
I'm right now completely focused on letters on the archway. I'm trying to decipher it. I think I can, let me check my character sheet. I speak Sylvan, which I suppose should be the language of the Fae. So I'm trying to decipher that. And I don't think I'm paying much attention about what is happening around me right now, because I found something that interests me. So I'm
absolutely.
I'm focused on that and only that.
Okay.
So I can try to understand what is written there.
Hmm.
Do I need to make any check?
I mean, of course, you do speak Sylvan. However, this
Yes.
text, it's very old. So just kind of being able to see it and read it is some challenge. It will not be
Okay.
terrible. But you do.
So history or arcana?
Arcana would be for something like super magical. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say at this point, what would be your reasoning behind like Arcana? You know what? Sure, you can choose Arcana or history. Up to you. I will give you different information based on like the skill you choose. If you choose
Okay.
history, it will be more like something you remember or you learned.
I'm actually proficient at both, so I will try. No, I will try to use history.
You can also, since there's no danger, use both and see how you do.
I will start with history,
Sure.
and I will try to decipher it. And it's 15 on a dice.
Plus a million.
No, it's only +7, so it's 22.
22, and this is history.
Yeah.
What about Arcana? Roll Arcana right now
Okay.
and see how it goes.
15 as well.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. So the result is the same.
Okay, so you're an elf and you came here prepared.
Yes.
So you read about this place, you kind of went through a couple of books, and this is no mystery to you. Places like this are like the Fae cannot truly fully exist and be powerful if they're not at home, because their power comes from there. So usually what happens, often, not always, is that they take a little bit of their power with them and it changes the place. So when you look at the archway itself and how the writing on it just kind of shifts and changes a little bit, you're like, oh, okay, this place is just overflowing with Fey magic. And Fey magic, unfortunately, is tricky. It changes things, it creates chaos, it also creates life, sure, but it's a little bit like the fire you love so much. It's kind of like gets out of control easily. So as you kind of start reading this, it will not be a surprise to you with like a 21 or something check that the image kind of changes, like the text changes. It's like Sylvan, it's like Elven. You spot a little bit of Common. You spot a little bit of like elemental languages. But what you're going to see is this basically welcome to the spectacular Fey lodgings. And it looked like this was some sort of like a welcoming sign. It's written in like, there used to be some form of magic there, and you can see it as it is no longer there, and the runes around the whole thing are forgotten and empty. But this used to be an incredibly powerful place. You can see the runes and how much thought was put into the stone and the runes and the magic, and it's no longer here. But that will definitely give you a good idea of one, what this place is, and two, that you're in the right place. Do you have any like specific questions connected to that? Because you rolled Arcana, so this means you something magic, and some history, which means that I could give you like a factoid or two about this place if you wanted. Before we go to everybody else, I'm sorry, these are like very two big knowledge checks,
Yeah.
right? So we're in his head right now.
From this first glimpse we have, can I, let's say, guess or see what type of a settlement that was? I mean, the building was more like military, or although it was the court of some powerful archways or something else.
The city itself maybe had some military in it, usually does.
Yeah.
But this is the official inner kind of, let's say, castle space, if it makes sense.
Okay.
There's probably, I mean, every Fae and Fae are wild. So it means nothing to say that it's like inner castle, because if they like their military in the castle, maybe there's a military spaces in the castle, especially since they can change stuff at will. But this looks like an official kind of
seat of
noble seat of power type thing, which means that valuable loot probably still is here somewhere. And also like just normal things might be expensive here. So
Okay.
yeah, absolutely. So this is the question when it comes to history. Anything else? You got the 21. That's like a
Yeah, but
you know what?
I don't think I will feel any, residual magic or something. Maybe more of ordinary, out of the ordinary, because
Sure.
the magic is everywhere.
I'm gonna say
I
this.
suppose.
Since you rolled that high,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you like a question in your pocket. So
Okay.
if you kind of follow and you think about something, we can say that it came from this roll at the moment. Okay. So as you're kind of just looking at this, again, you're not surprised. It's like, okay, makes sense. Going ahead. Okay. So
You did stuff. You did stuff.
and you're kind of going your friends
Yes.
slash coworkers. Partners?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe friends, maybe not. But
Exactly.
when I
very
hear
slow.
Elvi,
Mhm.
yes, when she quite say something, it's like, what did you say?
And
Hey,
then
what? And I go near her and shut to something like that. Can you repeat maybe?
Be careful. This place seems to be alive.
No
don't
problem.
want,
We will fight it.
so Henry, your attempts at being quiet are immediately. I mean, you yourself are stealthy, sure, but immediately destroyed by this, loud kind of asking of Urka. There's no echo. There's like a lot of open space and greenery, so there's no echo. But like, it would be a miracle if like the next room didn't hear her, at least. And by next room, I mean anything that's behind this door. Now I'm going to move the map a little bit, so you guys will have to kind of transfer your figurines so that it makes sense. So give me a moment here. I'm going to kind of move it a little bit. And since we know what the map is like, kind of, and we can simply even explain this as you guys got. Oh, sorry, sorry, it's jumpy. Okay. You guys got pretty much a map of this place, like roughly speaking, because some adventurers technically tried to come here. So we have here Every. Where are you standing at the door? Are you hiding?
Yes, I'm trying to stand close to the side of the door and peeking from behind the corner,
Mm-hmm.
more or less.
The door is in shackle, like the door, like it doesn't stop anyone anymore. It's like halfway there. There's like a little bit of wood on the hinges, but you are very small, so you could technically hide behind. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you remember this, but this may be a good like tip for later. You can actually hide behind them. You're small enough that you can try to hide behind Urka or like
I
behind Bella. Anyway, as you're kind of looking in, I'm going to move you guys. You can't move yourselves all the time. Here, go ahead. Here, go ahead. Very good. Roll a perception check for the next room, please. And finally say this. You can roll as well, Urka. You're very close.
I have bonus perceptions.
Like, I mean, good for you. Are you listening? Because right now you were shouting. Because
Yes,
16
I
bonus
know.
was-
I am a little.
What's the perception there? Just 6. You heard something, like something moved, like a rock or something from the next room. It could have been a rat, like you saw them, or a mouse or something, but something like Orca responded to you, and a moment after that, something moved in the room. It was quiet sound of something small, but that's all you heard, especially with like a 6 or something. And you guys are standing there. There's only like a small corridor that goes in, especially on the bridge. If you guys wanted, you could like climb the bridge or something. But what are you guys doing? Standing at this.
something is there, but
Mhm.
it must be really small or really good at hiding because I can't see it.
You can see like a little bit, right? You can see on this map here, kind of your field of vision, right? The cone that you're using. But if you don't move any closer, it will be hard to like, especially with the 6, to see anything like special. In the room that you can see, there's like, first of all, another stone fountain. Whoever kind of was the fae of this place really like their fountains. But you can also see like plant furniture, almost like growing out of the ground itself. And it's a mess. Like this place is old. It has a lot of plants and rocks and broken plants. So it's actually hard to see inside. So unless you walk in, it's going to be very hard.
I'm walking inside, but closer to the wall,
Mhm.
and I'm still trying to be sneaky. Something is there, so I'm staying close to the entrance, but
So every
inside the room.
one note before you kind of do
Mhm.
that, you can absolutely stealth, right? But even if you kind of look at the map, there's not really anything to stealth like behind. So it's like you being very quiet, but if somebody's just looking at you, there's like nothing to hide behind. And there is a sense of like reddish light kind of going everywhere through those rooms. It's unchanging. You can see that the sky is completely different color, but it looks like these places have like a light of their own a little bit. So I'm just gonna say, unless you find something to like hide behind, there's not a lot of like darkness here.
Yes, but there is a lot of greenery. So if I'm walking close to the wall, maybe I can hide a little bit behind the plants.
Ah, I like this. Okay, that makes sense, especially with your size. Okay, cool. So you're kind of moving. Pick a wall. You have 2 choices.
And to hope that the enchanted plants in the Fey court are not moving by themselves.
Oh, the moment you step up to the corridor and the plants, you're gonna feel. It's almost like if you lay down like a bed of snakes. So you're kind of like moving, and there's like things kind of going through your armor, touching, moving. The plants don't seem to be super happy that you're like smushing them. But you can choose to move. Oh, you already moved forward. Okay, give me a stealth check, and remember that number because everybody will be testing against it, and you guys see them. No, you guys see every just basically vanishing into the kind of faint shadows and moving a little bit closer.
Okay,
It's 25.
You don't see every going into the
Okay.
shadows. Like, it's this classic moment of you guys like look at her, and then you can look somewhere else. You look back, and she's gone.
Maybe that's because those plants are moving so much. Right now, I'm like, I don't want to stick outside of the greenery, and at the same time, I'm trying not to touch them too much because
That's an acrobatic act.
yes, I'm a little bit uncomfortable right
Okay.
now. But
Moving time again. So I'm gonna move everybody. Click, click. Okay. Transition. I'm gonna help you guys. Very good. Very good. Very good. So do you remember your perception check? Let's not roll for all of it.
No.
It was a 6, right?
yes,
Roll again. Let's give you another chance. And at this point, you guys are standing behind. So this is why I'm kind of not talking to you. Unless you guys are talking to each other, which you can like take the camera from every and look at you guys as you're concerned. Up to you.
I'm too focused about what is around me,
Mhm.
so I'm not paying too much attention on Urka or well, the halfling vanished again, so there's no point in checking where she is.
Maybe I
I
hear
just
something.
hope she will be back when needed.
With a 25, you don't hear a lot.
No.
It's like you think you hear every, but it's like it might be the plants or the mice. She's actually not that much bigger than the plants and the mice. So with a 25, I mean you can roll, but I don't think you hear anything.
Okay.
Um,
So I
Unless you roll
maybe.
Because 25, you need to have like
Maybe
plus.
not. Maybe not. I think not.
Yeah. So
No?
yeah, so Every is like very good at what she does. Every perception check. What was this?
It was 17 this time.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so Every, with your superb stealth abilities, you can see a much kind of inferior creatures, if it makes sense. And you can see them clearly. You suspect that after what Urkha did, you will notice a couple of those like tiny people. They are, they will be represented, if I can like reach over there for a second. Can you do me the favor of placing a couple of goblins? And I will point to you where they are. Because at the moment, our Fae are goblins. I mean, we'll have to live with that. Plus, you know, Fae are known for changing shapes. But you can notice, very good. So what you notice is basically like an ambush style thing. Little creatures sitting beneath the roots. They are mouse/rodent sized, so they're not like extremely big, and they can actually hide in the roots. But they're doing it like in a very amateur way, and they seem to be extremely impatient. So you can see them kind of standing there, but you are very calm and good at what you do, and they're like peeking out, looking down, like, are they coming? What is going on? They're moving a lot, and they give off light. Their wings give off like faint purple light. Their eyes give off faint purple light, and with your great roll at stealth, they don't see you, you see them. And also, they seem to be, there's this like stereotypically evil something about them, like sharp needle teeth, little eyes that are kind of just like, you know, running everywhere and looking. And they seem to be holding like tiny spears, and their hands kind of up, and they're just looking at the door. They're basically looking like at you, but they don't see you. And they're just looking at the corridor. That's what you see. And it's super quiet. And your friends are behind you. Nobody sees you. What is going on?
Maybe I can sneak behind them a little bit.
If you can, I mean, you rolled a crazy roll, so I can absolutely understand that.
Still moving close to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still hiding behind those plants.
Okay, with your roll, if you're not directly engaging them, move yourself where you want to be. This is, unless you're attacking them. I'm interested in what you guys are doing. Since it's been like, you know, you're waiting. It's like you know, it's quiet in the room. Everybody's not here.
Nothing's happening.
So
So
it's like really, like either she ran or.
okay, so after few moments when nothing is happening, then
Oh, sorry.
we go in. Maybe not run in, but just walk more or less carefully. I'm prepared to cast a spell if needed.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to move you a little over here. Over here. Very good.
Which in my case means there are little, you know, sparks of light dancing between my fingers. And I'm walking carefully and slowly inside. I think you can move one of those markers as well.
Absolutely, I will.
And then our.
So you're in the corridor, yes, over here.
Yeah.
So I will move you
In
guys.
the meantime, I might do something I don't know. Strange with his fingers. I try to not run to this room at once, but I don't like to wait. So it's like, okay, Mike, go in.
Okay, so you walk in, no hiding, no nothing.
No.
Just walk in.
No.
Perception check from you. Perception check from you as you're both kind of walking inside this place. I'm gonna get you back, no problem, don't worry.
19.
19?
Yep.
So
16, and I have actually advantage on perception checks. So I will, okay. So it's 19 on a dice plus 4 is 23.
okay, so you guys are definitely not hiding, so they see you,
Yeah.
but you see them as well. You still don't see every. Nobody sees every at the moment. But you're gonna see basically the same thing. Those creatures seem to be either a little bit stupid or a little bit kind of, not knowing how to hide properly, since they're under the little roots. You can see those little tiny eyes that are flashing, and like, you know what butterflies do with their wings that kind of slowly move them? They seem to be doing that and like not even thinking that they're doing that. And they're just kind of almost like a child, right? Who like hides in something and then their legs are sticking out. So this is the same thing. They're like standing there looking out at you and the wings are kind of moving. So you can clearly see 5 little silhouettes kind of hiding there. There's like needle teeth as they're watching you walk in. And they seem to be like, they seem to look at Urka first and like debating should they like jump out or not. But they're still waiting and observing you guys. So you see them easily, even you see them at the moment. They're like looking at you. They don't know that you see them. What's going on? They think they're hidden.
I would say, oh, a little people want to maybe play with me.
You say that out loud to them?
Yeah.
One of them, seemingly the bravest one, jumps out in front of you. And when I say jump, I actually say like fly. Like it's almost natural. He like goes down. And, as in like all fantasy series, there's like a little bit of like sparks after him as he's moving. It's like the wings give off like this dust. He is like purple, basically like this, right? This like little, basically as the picture in the adventure.
I prepare my mouth for this.
That's actually important. So he steps out and kind of stands there, It's a tiny guy, but he's trying to look very kind of intimidating, right? He's like the size of your chin or something, but he's standing there like that with his little spear and his wings. And you can see the wings also, he's like trying to make himself bigger, right? The wings are just to the sides, standing there. You're so much bigger than him, but this is important. If in reaction to that, you like grab them all, then this is clearly like an intimidating thing to do. Are you like looking at him normally, or are you like standing in combat position?
In combat position, I think.
Okay, so he
At
also
first time, I allowed a little because it's okay, a little people want to fight with me. And next, I take my maul and stay in pose.
Okay. You wanted to say something? After that, I will say what this little guy says.
Okay, and what are the other tiny guys doing right now?
Well, they're watching him. It's like he wasn't, but it's like he was pushed out, right? Like, oh, go, go.
Okay, and how do they look like? Do they have some other types of weapon? What can I grasp from how they're looking, what they're having with themselves?
So I'm going to give you like a very quick description here because I want to get to like what's happening, right? So 1, with your roll, it was like something high, I don't remember at the moment, but 1, all of them have this like weird kind of spiral in their hand that's like flashing, and they seem to be like aiming with it. Like they have clearly a hand and they're like pointing at you guys and waiting. So that's one thing. Second of all, they have like tiny spears, tiny bows, and they are just like Urka right now in like combat positions, just waiting, little tiny arrows, little tiny spears. This is clearly some form of like an ambush. So they seem to be thinking that they will probably maybe attack you in a second. And Urka is not making the situation, better.
I want to fight.
Mr. L, are you doing anything? in comparison? Like again, short
Well,
description.
I'm not trying to interfere with the situation because when she's preparing to fight, it's
Mhm.
better to keep the distance.
Makes sense.
Yeah, especially with her mole, which is not something I want to be close to. So I will rather move a little bit to the side, somewhere like here, maybe.
Mhm. Sure.
Just trying to give impression that just walking by,
I
not
mean,
trying to gather too much attention, and
okay, I'm not even like gonna let you roll for this because this place was like empty, and then you guys walk here with weapons, and you're
Yeah.
like, whatever, I'm just walking through.
yeah. I'm just going around, of course, looking at everyone, but I'm not trying to look very intimidating or anything like
You
that.
are twice as tall as they are.
Yeah, I know. But,
It's like
but comparing to her, I'm just
Sure.
like a bystander.
compared to
So-
her, nobody looks intimidating. But
So
it's
yeah,
like,
but that's my point.
okay.
I'm trying to be
Contrast,
something.
good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, maybe something like that, or just I'm not even trying to show myself as I'm with her or something. No, I'm just somewhere around, and
Interesting strategy. Okay. So Orca, as you're kind of looking there, the guy looks at you specifically and kind of lands, points at you. You can see the little bit of light, like the spiral is here. It's like, stop right there. Do not move a step further. This place is taken. And like kind of shaking finger. Of
I step forward
You step a little
to
bit
it,
forward.
and also, Paige, come with me.
The guy would make an intimidation check because this is like this is like game of chicken, right? Do not step forward, step forward. So is he scared or not?
Can I help her? Because I have
It
an
will break
idea.
your stealth,
Not,
I mean-
not necessarily.
Okay, first let's see the roll,
Mhm.
and let's see if you have to help.
Without charisma, yes? Because it's not my ability.
So technically speaking, you should use charisma for. I know,
So,
but I generally prefer to play barbarians because they're big and muscular and strong, so that you can add your like strength, right? Because
Okay.
it makes sense that you can like muscle up and it
So
looks scary.
50.
That's a much better result.
That's what.
Let's see, Mr. Fay, are you brave? Let me check his stats here. Delivered with the adventure itself. Okay, he's he's actually pretty brave.
He's
He's prettier than you. But nevertheless, he seems to be much smaller and also not very brave. So you take a step forward, and he just like jumps back a little. I was like, I said, no step further, or we will have to kill you.
okay.
Mm,
So
uh,
okay.
uh,
He's like keep jumping back, like taking steps back. Like, no, step further. What are you doing?
when he's trying to, when he's walking back a little bit, I'm taking one of the stones from my pocket
Mhm.
and throwing it carefully behind him, so he will. I'm trying to scare him, to make him believe that there is someone else behind.
Okay. Let me think for a second. What would they? Okay. Sure. Roll for. I'm gonna say.
Dexterity?
This will be more like. Let's say an intimidation check with advantage, but in your case, it will be like charisma, intimidation, not strength, because you're trying to like be bigger and scarier, and you're like more trying to play on the situation. So roll an intimidation check with advantage. So you roll 2 times, pick the higher number on the dice. because
Mm,
Urka is like doing the first part, and you're just kind of adding to this. So, first roll.
13. So it's 16.
Mhm.
So
The second time?
15. I'm sorry, 15. Um, and now it's 1. So it's 15.
It's 15. That's a very good advantage then. With the 15, yeah. That's a 6. He has +3 technically. Oh no, it's wisdom, so it's +0. So it's a 6. So as you do that, Urka, you're gonna. By the way, you also don't see every. So it's like something like moves, but the guy like looks behind him. No, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. And the other ones will quickly like step out, form like a little protective circle, almost around each other, back to back, little bows, little spears. No, we will not be taken like that. Ah! And he will point at you with his little hand and shoot. I would like everybody to roll for initiative as I play some stuff. Let's see how well that sounds. Mr. L, I'm sorry, but at this point, there was no skipping initiative. They were like scaring the hell out of them, but not really much we can do about that. So
No, it's great.
every you're gonna be in stealth until you do stuff. 20?
Yeah,
Okay.
20.
Very good. I'm gonna roll, by the way, to save time, I'm gonna roll for like all the Fae, so they will move up like 1. Okay, 12. So you're probably first.
I'm probably the last because it's 4 plus 4. So I have 8 in total.
You'll see. 13. 13. Okay, so it's Urka, you're first, the fastest. You know, when combat starts, immediately. Then it's El, then the fairies, and then you. Which kind of makes sense since you kind of like were hanging back. So Urka, they like stand there, and he, this little spiral thing, it started like shining, and you're pretty sure that something's going to come out. I mean, it's like magic world logic. He's aiming it at you, it's shining, something's going to come out of it, and it's probably going to hurt.
Can I dodge it and yes?
You don't know what is coming out.
Okay.
It's like again.
But I see it's too dangerous. Maybe.
I'm gonna say you are a barbarian. You have like feral instinct, so you don't know what it is.
Okay, so I go with my mama and want to kill him.
You want to kill him? Go ahead.
Okay.
He's small. He's good at dodging, but you're good at hitting things, so it should be okay. Remember that
8. Okay, it's good.
You are not mad right now. You're not afraid.
Yes, I know.
But you can still reckless attack,
Okay.
which means you can get advantage on your attack if you want.
Okay.
But
No,
remember
I
that
think
this is
so. I think no, because I pass
Okay, go ahead.
this first.
So what you roll?
8.
Yeah.
So it's enough. It's enough.
Eight
And
to
no damage.
8 to hit.
Yeah, to hit. So I hit, and my damage is.
Wait.
It's not enough, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's enough. I have 7 plus.
Oh, that's the part you're missing.
Yes.
Because like the what is on the dice is okay, but I need like the
Yes.
final number. So it's
Yes.
right?
No, I have 8, but 7 plus is for do attack.
I
And
know.
now I roll for damage.
I know.
I know.
But first to hit, right? So you rolled on the dice.
Yes.
The number on the dice
Yes.
was
8.
okay. Then you have plus how much?
9.
Okay.
8. No.
It's
It's
just a hit.
4 and.
It's a bonus to hit. It's not how much you have to.
Show me. So it's plus 5 plus 3. So this is plus 8. So it's 8 plus 8. It's 16, and that is enough. But next time when you roll, just kind of tell me the final
The
number.
number. Okay.
Because this is what I need basically.
Okay.
But it is a hit, yes.
Yeah.
So
You have on character sheet.
I'm sorry, guys.
To hit. It's not so much you have to
Pass.
roll. It's what you add to the roll,
Mhm.
and then you combine it together, and then you have more than the target
Of my enemy, yeah.
AC.
Yes.
Which
Okay.
you don't know yet.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say
Okay.
you guys feel like exactly. I'm gonna know it,
Okay.
but you don't know. So
So now for the
roll for damage.
Mhm.
Poor little creature.
6 plus 5. So 11.
11?
Yep.
So maybe this happened before, maybe it didn't. But Orca just does like a and the guy is basically like crumpled and crashed. You have the option, all of you have the option to choose like non-lethal damage, but I feel like you're trying to kill him. Right?
I want to kill.
So it's
I want
like
to kill, and you see my smile.
there's like crumpling, he falls like a little paper doll, and there's just like this especially the wings, the little dragonfly wings, they look like she just smushed a very big insect. And the others, two of them are looking in your direction, like, and they're like super scared.
Maybe I can move a little from my position.
You can move a lot. You guys
Okay.
started
So-
moving, and you have 40 feet of movement. You can run circles around.
I go to the next one.
Mhm.
Like this.
You have an extra attack. Technically
Ah,
speaking,
so
you can attack again.
I want to attack.
Sure. Orca's just we fight now, and starts hitting people. So.
So I have 19
Yeah,
plus
you did it.
So yes.
Definitely.
Give me 12 plus
Oh, God.
5.
Yeah, so Orca takes two of them in the first 6 seconds of the fight. He just like smooshes one, runs forward, smooshes the second one, and they're like, help! One of them is clearly preparing to run, but that is your turn, and it's a very successful turn. You have some movement left because you moved from here. 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 25, I'm gonna say.
So I can go from here.
Yes, but you don't have any more. But you can.
Okay.
So you're standing next.
Okay.
You're just
I'll
scared.
stay here.
Okay. Elle, you're next. As you see this very slow moving before, kind of bored Orca now turned into this like machine of death. Just kind of smooshing things around. They're dropping like flies.
Yeah, so it's time to show her how it should be made.
Okay.
So I will move 1, 2, 3 here.
I hope that everybody can see me. I don't know.
Yeah, and from here it will be fire.
You know
So,
what, guys? At least for now. I mean, sorry, Avery.
Okay.
You are in shadows, but just for the purposes of this, I'm gonna just make it all visible. It will be
Yeah.
easier this way.
And the elf just made a few steps forward, then moved his hands with few short gestures, with little flames dancing around his fingers, and then with the last gesture, there was a large cone of flames.
I will say this, L, because
Yeah.
you rolled like 21 on like history or whatever.
Yeah.
You would know that if these plants are alive in the same way that you remember that sometimes the plants are, and you just throw flame on everything, they will remember that.
I know,
Okay.
and I don't care.
Because sure. I just wanted to, you are a very smart person. You would know that. So that's something.
Yeah.
Guys, are you hungry?
I mean, are you hungry?
We will.
Orca just killed two
I-
little guys, so maybe.
I need to finish them.
I
and then
have a
they'll
lot
be
of
goodbye.
energy.
First
Will I
fight,
kill him?
then leaving.
Okay.
So it's burning hands,
Burning hands.
which mean a cone of 15 feet. So
One,
it's
2, 3.
3 here,
Orca.
2 here. From this,
Right.
it's here to
Just
here,
behind it. Nice.
and like that.
Very well
So
positioned.
all 3 and not her.
So it will just kind of stop, like
Yeah, that's
centimeters in front of
right,
your face.
exactly in front of her. And
Exactly as planned.
It's
Um,
3d6s.
And they have to save themselves, technically.
Yeah.
It's a what kind of save? It's like dexterity save?
It's wait.
Oh my god.
Dexterity save
They would be
on
mixed.
DC 15.
Oh, one of it makes it. Nope. And it's 14 plus you say 15? Two of them
DC
make
15.
it. Two of
Yeah.
them make it.
And it's the damage is 15.
Okay, so one is, I'm gonna say probably the closest one since he has the least time. So this one just goes like, just like burned. Like you've seen those like atomic bomb pictures of just like getting moved away with like with the fire. So I even take this off because there's nothing left. But the two of them, it's like 15. We round it down, so they are still alive. So the flame gets considerably like smaller as it kind of moves out, and when you get those two, they will again they will still in place, but they will move a little bit away, kind of dodging into the grass, and the roots kind of cover them. They look, their little wings are no longer wings because they're firefly wings. They get touched by fire, they like crumple and they're not usable, but they are still alive. And seeing what you did, they're gonna try. You killed their wings and they're next. So they're gonna just look at you with this like hate in their eyes. And there's like tiny little needle teeth, and they will both aim their hands at you, but it's still not their turn. So what are you doing? Are you moving? You cast your spell. You still have a bonus action, and you have movement.
I will just. No, I don't think I can. No.
Also, I'm going to
I
drop.
will just. No, I will move here. Like, just to take a good position in case something happens.
Absolutely. Okay, so I will drop this on you guys. This is still combat, right? So technically we're fighting, but you don't need to be fighting, right? If you collectively decide that for some reason you're not fighting, or you want to like scare somebody to stop the fight because, I don't know, you want to have somebody to interrogate or whatever, if you decide, you can stop fighting, right? I'm not saying we need to finish that fight. I'm just saying, okay? Just so that you know. Okay, so you move a little bit away, the little bits of flame can just fly away from your fingers. And as you do so, according to my warning here, and according to what you know, you're going to see this like wave of almost like the room shivered. And you're going to see all of the plants turn from this very nice kind of blue and green color, very kind of inviting, very lively, turn to this like very poisonous looking red and kind of purple. And all of those plants, first of all, they will move away from you, like the roots will move away from you. And second of all, this wave will like continue and spread around you, changing the color. You're like hiding behind the plants, and you can see them kind of just changing color around you as you are in them. Immediately the mood in the room changes. It's like now you can like taste it. It's like not nice.
As the roots moving beneath my feet, I'm moving out of their way, so they
they're
will not touch me.
You're like super light. I don't think it matters. It's not like your turn. Nothing happens really for you. You're still hidden, but you can like feel like a change as the room got angry, kind of, maybe, if it makes sense. Okay, two of them will try to hit you because you did stuff to their wings, and that hurts. And they will like aim their hands little, and those spirals will start. There's almost like tiny runes in there. Flash, and you're gonna see basically. Do you have the spell Magic Missile?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like an extremely primitive version of the Magic Missile spell.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, interesting, and it like fires kind of in your direction, and only like a single bullet will fly, but it will fly in the exact same way, like, you know, kind of like spinning in the air and hitting you from two different directions.
Okay.
Do you have shield? Because you can save yourself with a shield. If you don't, it automatically.
No, I don't have one. I have a spell shield, but it won't work this way.
Okay, 1d6 plus 2, 2 times. 8 and 4. So it's 12 points of damage as 2 of those bullets just hit you from like 2 different parts. And as they like their hands are smoking a little bit, they're like, "Ah, this is for our wings!" And one of them looks at the other. Go, warn the others. And one of them will turn to Urka with this, brave, "I will eat your eyeballs." And he's just kind of looking there. The other one will try to fly away from you, which means you can try to hit him. You have a reaction. So
So I can do something. Okay, I will do.
roll if you hit him.
Okay, so
Poor little guy.
not good.
Yay.
Hit him.
Exactly 13?
Yeah.
That's his armor class. You got it.
Yes.
So it's one of those situations.
Right.
He's lying. He's like almost out. He's like out of reach, and you're like. Let's see if you can kill him. Because maybe.
Please do.
6.
I don't think.
Wait, 6 and 5. So
Yeah.
11.
Yeah, no, this is exactly the same. It's like, and he's just splashed. This guy, unfortunately. Oh, right, he was there.
Yeah.
3 hit points. Okay, never mind. So you basically finish him.
Okay.
There's one lone little guy looking at you, angry, but ultimately, yeah, that's it. I don't think he can do anything. He could run. He can run because you used your reaction. He will run. How fast can they run? Okay, not that fast. But I will say he will. I don't have this little thing. He will fly up, which will use up, I'm going to say like 10 feet of his speed. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So remember, he's here, but he's like up in the air. Like
Yeah.
I'm going to say around like 5 feet above you.
Okay.
So you can see, oh shit, he can't do that because you burned his wings. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to try to run over here and try to get around you, like running. And you can see that he clearly is not used to running. Plus, he's small, so he's just running through those roots like an obstacle course. And he will stay here. Yeah, that's it. They're screwed either way, so.
Should
Yeah, I think I'm too far to catch him, so
What are
maybe.
you talking about?
Why are you trying to catch him?
You
Shoot him with your
move.
bow.
First of all, you can
Okay.
shoot. Second of all, you can move before you shoot.
Okay.
Plus, you can like move and move because you have the cunning action. So yeah.
I think
Right.
I will stand closer. I will walk from behind the mage, so I can
Move yourself because I
shoot
don't
him.
know.
Okay. And how much?
It's like six little squares you can do. Plus, if you use cunning action, it's 12 squares.
Yeah.
And if you dash, you can move like
I think
18 squares.
I think I will move here for now and shoot him with my short bow.
Mhm.
Can I get 2 d6s?
Absolutely. Be my guest. I don't need more d6s.
Thank you.
There's blocks to it.
But
Okay.
first, to hit, you're rolling with advantage, but you still have a chance to miss it. A small chance.
Okay.
But this is the time for Fey luck, you know?
Okay. It was d20 with dexterity.
Yes. Oh, dexterity plus proficiency. So it's your dexterity plus
Plus 7.
3.
Plus proficiency.
So it's a total of 7, if I'm correct.
So D20 plus 7.
So you would have to roll really low to not hit him.
And it was possible. I got 3 plus 7, so 10 in total.
Okay, but you have you're stealthed, so he doesn't see you. So technically speaking, I think you should have advantage on this attack. Is this right?
Yeah, I was
I think so. You know what?
When you
Roll the
attack
dice.
and you're hidden, you have the advantage.
You
You,
know-
lose the hidden status in the moment, but you have the advantage. So
I'm
you
not
can
sure,
have another roll.
but we will play like that. If it turns out I'm not right, it's also possible, and next time we will change it. For now, we'll play it like this. So
I'm pretty sure about it.
so you like jump out, roll again,
For
and not damage, still have to hit because you
for
missed.
a few years, that was my favorite tactics to start the combat.
And now it's much better. It's just 18 right now, I guess.
Normal 18 hits him for sure. Like I said,
plus-
his armor class is 13.
Okay, proficiency bonus doesn't count right now.
It counts. However, with a normal 18, you definitely hit him. So roll damage. And no, you know what? Don't roll damage. You have sneak attack. It has 3 hit points. So whatever you roll, you're going to kill him. So it's a finishing blow. It's like you just pop out, the end. That's it. So with that, I assume you're killing.
I think so. Yes, it's hard to knock him out
Hey,
with the
maybe
ball.
you have those little arrows with like a fist on the end, and it's like, and he just kind of fall. I mean, I don't know, your character, but
I think
Definitely.
it's better not to leave any witnesses to what we've
oh,
done here.
Jesus. Spoken like true adventurers, huh? No witnesses. Okay. So with that,
Well, she's a rogue.
I mean, yeah, I know this.
It's just a smart move, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure, I'm not discussing this. It's your game. Okay. Let me quickly change the music here. Very cool.
And before someone moves here again, I'm looking at my friends. Are they okay? And is there something interesting in the room?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can.
So your friends are fine. Urka is better than fine because she just did some killing. However, L is a bit hurt. Again, it's like he got punched very hard in like 2 places. Roll for, are you like looking or are you just looking, right?
No.
Yeah.
I'm just standing there and looking around. What is there anything interesting in that room at all?
Okay, I have like a large collection of things in this room kind of prepared, so I will tell you what's there. However, first roll for some, I'm gonna say investigation probably. So roll some investigation. Oh, music, you're so dramatic.
Is charisma or intelligence?
Charisma is everything connected to how you look. Intelligence. It's do you know where to look?
It's
10.
10 total? Okay. So first, let me just remind you that whatever happened here happened in like 6 seconds, right? It was like 6 seconds of time where Urka said we're fighting, and then they all just got burned and killed and everything, right? So it's like happened. It wasn't extremely loud, but I will say your bonking and like crashing was loud-ish. It's like a big space, but it is a little loud. And your flames sounded like a flamethrower, right? This like the kind of thing. So it's you guys weren't exactly super quiet. You don't hear anything, especially now. The room is a different color. It's like red and purple, but it's very quiet now. As every pops out and starts moving around, I'm going to kind of describe the room a little bit as you guys found yourselves in. It's like, moment of peace. So there's the fountain in the middle that you kind of can see. It's there's this, like the first fountain was empty. This fountain has a little bit of water in it. And at the same time, you're going to see this like fantastical creature that is like reminds you of like, do you guys know what like a hippocampus is? This horsefish?
Yeah.
So, or something like this. So there's like this beautiful creature that seems to be made of something like a plant crystal. It's like very weird, and it also seems to have this, you know, we would see this as like 3D effect of like colors not really fitting, but for you guys it's just a little hard to look at. So this thingy over here is kind of dominating the room, but you're going to see as well some furniture. There are some statues, as you can see, pillars. This looks like an extremely old, noble chamber with like living furniture, a beautiful fountain in the middle, and like it was left alone for like, you know, plus minus 1,000 years, and like everything just kind of grew over. So as you do a little bit of digging, I will get to you guys in a second, like what you guys do. But what you do, what you find with a 10 is, first of all, you find a pretty big bag, and it's just kind of just dropped in front of this. This bag is like a shoulder bag of some sort. It has a broken strap. It looked like it was either bitten through or cut through or something. And inside, you're going to see like two bottles that are okay, one bottle that is cracked, and clearly, even without like rolling too much, you guys see these like 2 health potions, normal standard health potions, and one that was cracked and probably got like destroyed, so it's all on the ground. And you can see that the ground around it is very healthy. It's like, you know, grown nicely. But 2 health potions in that bag. The bag doesn't fit. Like the bag is fresh, which means that, at least for you, it looks like it came here recently, if it makes sense. So you find the bag, 2 health potions. You can give them to somebody or keep them, up to you. I mean, you're not hiding, so you guys see that you found the bag. That's not a problem. Other than that, it's a mess. I'm not going to, if you decide to spend time and like, you know, pick stuff up and look very carefully, we can roll again. But for now, for the foreseeable future, this place is a mess. You found the bag because it was there. Not much more to find.
I think I'm picking up both vials, and
Leave the bag.
yes, it's big and heavy, and I have my own backpack, I guess.
Sure.
So almost as afterthought, I'm just picking them and walking by towards L. And one of those potions gets into my backpack, and I
Like, gets, or you put it there?
I put it there, but it's
Like, oh look, this potion just got into my backpack.
yes, it just happens sometimes. But one of them goes. Yes, that's exactly what happened, and the other one I give to L. And almost like I was passing him by, I'm still in the middle of searching the room.
So, okay. Al?
Yeah. Thanks.
No problem, no problem.
Is it evident that it's a healing potion, or just
It's
some kind of a potion?
It's a stereotype among stereotypes, and you're a very well done mage. It's a health potion.
Okay.
It's not a great health potion. It's a health potion.
Okay.
Basic kind.
Okay. I will keep it with myself, and yeah, in a pocket for a moment. I'm first. I want to take a look at the bodies of the sprites, just to look one thing. Their spears, their clothes, are they, you know, made like lately, or it looks like they are using some leftovers from the ancient Fae here or something. Meaning,
I'm not sure if I understand the question, but roll for like, I guess, investigation. Maybe I won't have to answer.
12 plus
lot.
7. It's 19.
Okay, so
No. What I mean is the sprites are living here, more or less.
mhm.
I guess they're living here, but
The only thing you know for sure is that you walked in, they said, get out, and you
Yeah.
killed them.
yeah, I know that. But is any part of their equipment
Mhm.
indicating that they are like using some artifacts or some things that they have found or were given them by the Fey inhabitants of the area, the ancient Fey that was here, or anything like that.
Okay.
Because maybe their spears were made by them, or is it the
okay.
old archfey
I think I got you.
craftsmanship and like that?
So I'm gonna say this is not really an investigation since they're dead. You can like
Yeah.
pick them. It's more like a history check. Like you see, they have markings on them. Do we see them on the little picture in the adventure? They have like tiny vests and pants. They have like full clothes, so they would have like symbols on them of like station or marking. So roll me a history check of some kind.
It's one.
So they're very nice clothes. As you said, you're not very focused on fashion.
Yeah, I'm not.
They
I'm
look
not.
terrible. Most of them are like broken little people because Orca.
Yeah, and they are burned.
And they are burned.
Okay.
So anything that you could have seen on their bodies is gone.
Okay.
So pretty much, it's like, sucks. Look terrible style. You will you're not blind, so you will see that they have like little vests, little pants, little swords, but no nothing characteristic about them. They do look mean though. Like they have mean faces. Just like mean faces.
Yeah, they are the evil fairies.
And again, this is not like maybe in our world, like let's say the fantasy material plane, stereotypes don't have to work like that. But on the Fey world, they kind of do. Like you are how you look. If you're dangerous, you look dangerous. If you're nice, you look nice. Sometimes it's like a strategy and you're on purpose, looking differently. But often it's very much true.
It's going to turn off. I think we have something.
I don't know what to
I don't
do.
know if it's the.
No technology. I'm trying. No, stop it.
We don't know.
Excuse me, everybody. The Fae are plotting to stop us
No,
from.
the question is it the TV set or
I think
is
so.
it the.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe there is something. Not here. Pilot, maybe.
We do seem to have some technical difficulties, so sorry about that. We will come back in a moment
Okay,
after we fix this.
yes, sorry.
I can search for.
Oh no! And it vanished. I could use this actually. And you guys were plunged into darkness.
I'm sorry, it's a little technical, right?
I mean, it makes sense. The Fae created darkness, and now you guys see nothing. Remember how I said no shadows? All shadows.
Yeah. So right now it's complete darkness and.
Pretty much. Help! Shadow Queen did stuff.
Oh, cool.
Sh-
Don't tell me to lift it up.
oh no! Take
No,
the.
from this side because the button is here. Wait. I do the thing. No.
Thing, please work. I'm gonna use this opportunity to move everything.
I did the thing.
Oh yeah, it works.
I did the thing.
Okay.
Yay!
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, gods of technology.
So maybe it's my turn.
Everybody's here, very good. Absolutely. So you guys are here, you guys are here. Now, technically speaking, it's not like turn,
Okay.
because you're out of combat.
So I want to. I'm thirsty a little bit, and I want to refresh my pipe. So I look at the fountain and go there.
Okay, I'm just going to quickly say something to L. L, you know a little bit of Fae. Touching, taking, drinking anything from Fae is generally a bad idea. But you do that? Absolutely. You walk up closer. There's the fountain is not working, so it's not like there's water falling out. But there's like a tiny layer of water.
It may not be the best idea to drink from that.
And to refresh face, maybe?
No.
Why? I want to.
Having anything to drink from Fae makes you in their debt.
It's not the.
They could, I don't know, but if this fountain is enchanted by the Fae magic, I don't know if it is, but it could be. And then you drink from it. It's like you take a drink from them, which means they will have power over it. I don't know if it happened, but just I want to be sure that you know it could. So, your decision.
So I take my finger
Please don't.
and put it slowly in water.
If you do that, turn small or get some funky color.
I do it.
A question between the players here. Are we like letting you guys do whatever you want? And like, for example, if he wants to stop you, we can roll against each other? Or are we just letting this happen? Are you actually trying to stop Urka? Like with rolls?
No, we only said that. I only said what I said.
But every was like with hands and everything. So are you?
No, I was just, that was just gestures. I'm not
Sure.
So I touch it.
When I see that she's doing it anyway, I'm moving myself quite fast to the side to have a better look, but from safe distance.
I was like, oh, I was hoping this will happen.
No, I was not hoping, but if that, I'm a bit academic type, so I like to see the, empirical
Absolutely
approach.
makes sense. Are you doing something? Again, you're this small, she's this big, so you stopping her is not a big chance, but
I was still searching the room. I was just calling to her. It's really bad idea. Please don't do that. By the way, guys, I think we are not alone here. That bag it was left here recently. So maybe don't do more stupid things to begin with. And I'm just talking and still looking around. The most important thing right now is to look under every possible rock.
Absolutely.
And, into every.
So I hear L, and it's like, okay, so I don't refresh my face, I don't drink for it, but one finger, yes.
Okay, and you slowly put your finger inside this little fountain, right? So there's like a reflection kind of happening, right? So you can see yourself as you're going down, you look into your own face, this like smile, like, and going down. As you touch the surface of water, there will be this beautiful little ring, just like one, going off of your finger as it touches. I would like you to roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay. So wisdom. I don't have wisdom. 14.
14?
14 and plus 1.
Okay. So what? 14, 16. Okay. So first of all, as you kind of dip your finger, you're going to see that your reflection itself also like does the same thing, but then you're going to see the reflection like look at you and then move a different way and you're gonna hear this like this your voice basically, but like whispering, which I don't think you do very often, but like whispering, like, come, drink more, drink. And it's not a normal voice. You start hearing thoughts in your brain, your own thoughts, like, oh God, maybe I am thirsty. Maybe this is like actually a good idea. But with a roll of 15, you're like strong enough to just kind of shake it away. And you're like, no, they said no. And you like keep control. You're not charmed. But as you pull out your finger, it's blue. It's kind of blue at the edge. It's like the same kind of blue that the fairies were. And you touch it and it stays blue. And it just, you have like now a blue.
I'm a
finger.
blue orc now.
I know you're normal, but with your finger right there.
I know.
So that completely doesn't stop you. Like, again, if you want to drink from this, be my guest. But you heard them, you're not charmed into doing
I
it.
don't want it, and I am like, no, maybe I will go somewhere else. Somewhere else. Yeah.
So the moment you turn away, your reflection for a second changes, and you're going to see the most beautiful woman you ever saw. For like a moment, there's like a moment, and then you walk away, and you know your reflection disappears. So it's like this reflection was somebody else, and and again, this was a perfect face, perfect cheekbones, perfect everything, almost like she was painted, not real. And then you walk away, and it's anything. So you know, for your consideration, do with that what you will, what you want. Looking at my little list of everything, I'm gonna say, if you have something you're interested in, just let me know. But first of all, fountain, of course, lot of growing plants everywhere. If you want to do something with them, be my guest. You can even like make a plant if you want. There's so many different plants. There's the statue of a human, like overgrown with ivy. I think you can see it like over here. And this human is bowing. It's like standing there giving respect to something. Maybe there was, you can see some rocks there, so maybe there were like more statues, you're not sure.
Wait. This is a statue of a human, not a fae.
Definitely human.
Well, I need to take a closer look. And is it a statue, or maybe it looks more like a petrified human that was here and something happened to it?
Roll perception check.
Okay.
I'm gonna just finish this. You remember the number.
Yeah.
Statue is here. Roll another investigation check for me. But as you're doing this, I'm gonna say you find a painting of a beautiful woman with like white, gray hair and beautiful butterfly wings, kind of dark purple. And she's clearly posing with, and that's actually interesting. There's like a figure next to her, almost like there's supposed to be another person there. But if somebody took like a rubber and just kind of erased this person. So there's like a hole, like a human-shaped like a humanoid-shaped hole on this painting next to this person. So there's this, and there's a mask with like antlers that has like little eyes that are kind of like watching the room. And as you come closer, to kind of watch you approach. And that's it. What did you roll for investigation? It's all in the adventure. You can see it. Investigation is from intelligence. Do you have a dot there?
It's 9 total.
Okay, so you don't find anything useful. A lot of rocks, but other than that, yeah. It's a messy place right now. So again, it's very hard to look through everything. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, and there's like a lantern, like a green lantern on a route. But that's pretty much it. Again, you walk around the room and you kind of, it takes you probably like a lot of time. but you don't find anything more. You find that those two bottles, and they're clearly next to this like chamber over here. Not much more. You, on the other hand, two things.
Yeah.
It's
It's 15.
15
Yeah.
total?
Yeah.
Okay. So, just looking at it, it doesn't seem to be a petrified human.
Okay.
You look at it, it has like a specific style, and humans, when they're petrified, they look like humans, just
Yeah.
turned to stone. But when you take 2 steps forward, this thing starts changing, like reshaping, and after like 2 seconds, it looks exactly like you in the same position of just like bowing.
Okay. I will.
And when you take a step back, it
Yeah.
stays like that.
Okay. So I will just move away.
Mhm.
And I don't think I
Now there's-
want to investigate it more. Like
Now
right
there's like an L standing there in the corner, overgrown with plants, just bowing to somebody some time ago.
Okay.
And everybody saw that happen. Out of this room right now, there are like, this is elevated. There are like walls. You could maybe try to get out, but this place seems to have a very clear way through it. There's like one way in, one way out. This was like oh gosh, I'm losing the word. When you walk into a castle, like a courtyard,
Yeah.
something like that. So this seemed to be like a meeting space, like a courtyard of sorts.
Okay.
And there's one way out, just one way forward. It looks almost exactly like the other one, overgrown with roots. But you do have this feeling, El, as you're right now looking.
Yeah.
Again, the same like 3D feeling of this corridor not being what it seems, or not being in the same place. There's like magic flowing through this place. It is
Okay.
very much chaotic, very much alive.
Okay.
You guys are in the room. You walked in.
I want to look around.
Okay.
Mhm.
Please roll. There's a small chance you might find something, but everyone was like looking around this room for so long.
So I have 9 and 13.
Not good. Rocks. Nice. So it came to my attention that you guys haven't said a word to each other since you entered this room. Is
Yeah.
this the normal state of affair between you guys? Oh no, sorry. Every was talking to people.
Yeah, and I was just no, I said one thing just to Urka when she was trying to check the fountain.
I'm not shaming you. I'm just asking, is this normal?
Yeah, I think so. We are just
I am
not used to
most
each other
of
so much, and I think at least, and we are more focused on what is around us. And right now, I'm looking through the corridor, but I'm not getting closer. I'm just waiting for my friends, my colleagues.
See, this is what I'm talking about. My friend, my colleagues, my co-workers. We don't like each other very much. Okay. So, running around the room, I will not let you roll a third time. You just can't find more. It's just
Okay.
When I finished like a third round around the room, I decided to finally give up trying to find something useful. So what is doing? Did you do something to that figure? Is that some kind of spell of yours?
hell, you're being talked to.
I'm sorry. I was thinking about the things around me, and
Magic.
I was not paying attention to what is going on. Ask me again, please.
What did you do to that figure? Was it some kind of spell of yours? Because
No, not mine. This is, I think, magic of the place, or just, a piece of fake craftsmanship
which is very magical, and probably it was made to entertain people living here. You know, the type of a sculpture that is a mirror or something like that. I don't know, and I don't want to get closer to it because
I mean, you
we
can
don't
roll
have
a
time
history
to.
check if you want to.
Nah,
Sure, sure,
no, not this time.
sure.
When I start, I can have problems stopping, so I no.
Okay, so I'm moving closer the corridor, the next bridge or something,
Mm-hmm.
and trying to look for some traps maybe,
Mhm.
and like afterthought again. And what are you guys thinking about this bag that was brought here? Do you think they are still here? Because then we have competition. And who made that bid? Was that bag looking like?
You said you leave it. You didn't say you look at it.
Okay, it was.
Yeah, you can find it, sure. So you want to find it and look at it?
First, I will check the entrance to the other
Mhm.
room because from my experience, Ulka will go straight ahead. So I hope she'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
If,
Yeah, correct.
Fair enough.
Okay, so that's investigation.
Wait, I'm checking something. Yes, checking for traps, investigation, definitely. I'm looking at stuff. Okay, okay.
It's 13.
13. So again, you're not okay. First of all, you don't find any traps. Second of all, the floor here doesn't look
Stable?
trappy. Like it's overgrown with roots. This is the second corridor like that. You see the ground here. It looks like there's, and I'm gonna just kind of say because you're good at what you do. You know how to make traps. You know how they look. If somebody installed at any point traps in the floor here, that would be hard to maintain with this level of like overgrowth and grass. So I'm just gonna say it's not worthless to check for traps, but at least according to your expertise, maybe not the floor, if it makes sense. Okay, so no traps, no anything, not anything specific. However, when you do move closer to the corridor, you're going to feel the roots themselves on the ground, I mean the grass, everything, just mess with you. Like you try to check, the roots like grab your fingers and you like pull them out. You try to move forward and the roots are grabbing your feet, like it's harder to walk. And as you're doing that, it's almost like you can hear this like tiny chorus of voices. Get out, get out. You can almost feel like this little wind and the grass is moving. Like, get out. It's like the room itself is trying to make your job harder right now.
I'm
But no traps.
I read them a little bit. It's like I'm
Tricking sentient plants.
yes. It's like I'm moving my hands in one direction to see something somewhere else because if they think that I'm trying to move some route, maybe they will try to go there
Okay.
to block my way.
I'm gonna say roll sleight of hand, but it's not the same as tricking like a bunch of kids watching an illusion show. It's like a sentient room filled with magical plants. So it will be a hard roll. Roll for your sleight of hand.
But of course, I think it's well. It shouldn't be that hard if they are just trying to block my way and be nasty about it. Then I can use that to move those routes from some other places because they have to move to block my way, for example, from my hand.
Okay. 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 I like that. Okay. Roll for, but still roll for that. It will be a little bit easier, but still.
It's for which one was that?
I mean, sleight of hand, I think. I mean, it can be like sleight of feet, actually, since you're walking, but you're going to use the same skill.
Of course. 18 and 22.
Okay, so somehow it works, and you're using you're using this focus that the roots have, and the fact that they're like much slower than you, they're like doing stuff here, and they're all gathering to mess with you, and you actually kind of do it somewhere else, and you're gonna see that the plants, I mean, they're not happy. They're gonna just like try to move back and not be fast enough, and you're basically playing this very slow game of cat and mouse with them. So I'm gonna say, uniquely for you, you guys are being messed with. Uniquely for you, you will not be messed with because of this little game you're playing all the time. You kind of worked out how it works. So you're
I'm very happy. I think I'm starting to enjoy this adventure.
oh great!
My smile is bigger than usual.
I can mess with plants all the time. Okay, so yeah, but again, the same thing is true for you. When you're walking, it's just a tiny bit harder, tiny bit more annoying, stuff like that. But you're like just jumping around, and it's do you know Dune?
Yeah.
The book that they have like this rhythm that's weird and broken to kind of mess with the desert. So in the same way, you're like moving around this room, kind of like messing with the rhythm of the plants. So yeah, basically.
Before I enter the corridor, I cast a spell.
Can you guys like
Yeah.
put yourselves where you are?
Somewhere like here,
Yeah, awesome.
and I cast magic armor on me. Magic armor, just because you know the sprites at the first room were just sprites, but
Mhm.
I'm not very. I have a little bad feelings about the rest of the complex, so I cast magic armor
Mhm.
on myself.
Mhm. 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 Okay. So just a quick question. How does your magic arm, like mage armor, look? Is it like our armor around you, or is it like force field?
No, it's just a very tiny. Uh, it's like a bit of glow, very dark. It's reddish. It's a glow just around my silhouette and my robes. It doesn't look like a full set of armor. It just looks like I have another layer of myself around me.
Another layer of yourself around you. That's a interesting. I'm gonna say with this crazy magical description, Elle will start to look much more like fitting with the room because the room is like dark and like red and weird, and Elle just kind of like cast this spell, and now he is also weird and red, and light comes out of him. So I'm gonna say that Elle actually right now looks Fey. Like he looks a little bit more Fey. Like he belongs in this room.
I think
Place.
it's this place messing around, messing with my head. So
I mean, you're messing with it, so.
Ignore it. Messing with rather tricking plants and trying to figure out what's inside another room is more important.
Absolutely.
I look a little strange on him. It's like, it's enemy or friend?
It's hard to say.
I pretend I don't see that look.
Very good. Okay, guys. So the corridor is there. No outright traps. I mean, you didn't roll like 20, but you don't see any traps. You will move freely. You guys will move. It's going to be a little harder when we fight. I'm going to count this, but just right now, it's just you guys just walking, right? And it's a little harder. And you will hear the same kind of. It's like a very quiet whisper of like a lot of tiny voices just kind of saying to you like, "Fuck off, get out." Okay. So you guys are walking in. What are you doing?
I'm peeking from behind the counter
Mhm.
carefully because I'm trying to be stealthy with it.
Mhm.
But remembering that rhythm I just discovered. I don't want those plants to grab me or something, so
I mean, nobody wants that.
a little bit farther from the wall. Maybe I can find some broken pieces of wood or stones or whatever that can be used to hide.
The moment you, it's a little bit interesting. And Elle, you kind of grab this. You look in, and it's almost like half of you vanish. Like you go into like a pub, like into a lake. You just kind of look inside, and it's like a portal type thing, where you. By the way, there's still a room here. You guys see through the door, the room, but you don't see half of you of every. And as you look inside, you're going to see this room in like a completely different light and a completely different, almost like there's an illusion happening. Kind of look around, and what you will see is based on the perception roll you give me. Give me a perception roll. And yeah, for you guys, she just gonna goes in and it's like half of her.
It's
8. So the basic things you see in this room are 2 huge statues, and they roughly look, the same kind of deal. One of them looks like a cat person, and the other one looks like a human. Did you watch the stone statue from before? You saw it. You saw the change. So this statue looks like the same human from before.
So it looks like L or like the statue
There-
from before he messed with it.
No. This statue was a human.
Yes.
That human. They're like the
Okay.
same. Then L walked up to this, and this looks like L. So that's changed. Right now, this statue just looks like that statue looked before, like the same kind of face features, the same things. And this one looks like a cat person. The position is the same. They're kind of like sitting and almost like having a good time and dressed in robes, but the features are very specific. They look like a cat person that's like chiseled out of stone, and they're like chilling. But again, in the same way that statue was like bowing all the time, these are like resting. So both of them are here. In the middle of this room, which we can't see on that map, there's like this small pedestal, and there's like a box on it, and a lot of signs around it, like scratches, broken roots. There's some fire signs, like something burned or exploded. There's at least 2 broken daggers just kind of lying next to this. There's like a box and like a bunch of stuff around the box, and the box is beautiful on a pedestal in the middle. And the room itself, when you look around it, it's a little hard because you got like a low score, but you're going to see this is like almost like a story written on the room. Like you can see that there's like a night sky kind of goes down, and you're going to see like mountains and like high up things, and goes down into like forests and then oceans and kind of deeper. And the floor is basically all red, not with the plants, but just like red, like bright colors. And it's just this whole room has like a theme of like the world, if it makes sense. And it all focuses. There's 2 statues. There's like a little bit of like a wooden barrel here, and a box in the middle.
And how big is the perimeter of those scratches? Can I walk like
That big.
not touching it?
That big.
Full room? Or
Pretty much. Again, you kind of just look inside. Again, okay, I can do this as well. Sure. Let me
okay,
help you a little.
is
click,
it
click, click, click.
possible to walk around this destroyed area? Around,
It's not destroyed. The area is not
okay,
destroyed.
The area that bears witness to some recent fights, I gather? Or someone trying to get too close to this box. I think it was dangerous, considering marks on the floor. So I'm just looking, not walking inside right now. And is it possible to walk around it?
The box is like here, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna put some form of a human here. There's like a drow. The drow will be the box. So we have the box here.
When you use a dice.
Oh, good one. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, I'm gonna use this because it's the stupidest dice ever. It's like D2. It's
Okay.
basically a coin. So we have the position of the box, and you have exactly that much room in the room, which means that you have 1, 2, 3 people of 3 U of space between the wall and the box, and all of the destroyed things are basically like in 5-foot radius around the box. So again, they're like in different places, but it's like a circle of a mess. Pretty much.
I think I have some small.
Wait, wait. As Every is just like, halfway disappeared and
Yeah.
looking into this room, you guys are just like waiting behind Every and just, quietly waiting, or is there something happening?
First, I'm looking at the part of her that we can still see. Is it, moving like being eaten or something? Like
How is your butt moving?
I think it's quite normal. I'm.
It's a normal butt.
okay, okay. So
A little bit lower on my knees and evidently investigating something. It's like moving my legs.
Is your butt that expressive? What do you mean? What do you mean, like evidently investigating something? How does your butt move?
moving one side and the other, probably.
Yes, exactly. It's like
Like,
stuff.
yeah. Maybe she's very expressive with her legs and tongue, or I don't know.
I'm expressive with my whole figure all the time. I'm always smiling.
See?
But my body movements suggests what I'm doing.
So
But I don't see it, so I go.
you don't see the butt?
Yes.
Assume we can guess after smiling. Because I rather.
No, guys, this is an important part of fiction. Now we know.
Forward. and it's like
I think she can only see half of me.
Yes.
It's I think it's easy to guess where my head or my collar should be.
I mean, your butt is signaling it perfectly.
Yes, but I'm moving and looking around, and it depends on. I'm not sure if she will succeed in grabbing my collar.
This is way too much discussion about
Very
it.
precise. She's just grabbing the upper side of your body. So
This is too much discussion. Can she grab your character and do like an Urkha thing, being like, this brutal, like grabbing and walking with you? Or she can't. Up to you.
I think she can, but
Okay.
it could be funny if she grabbed something else instead, because there are plants moving on the other side.
what do you do here?
Is there something in the same space with you?
Those plants on the wall, they were moving all the time. No, then she
I mean, yeah, but it's like Urkha. I mean, how much intelligence do you have?
I have a lot for this.
Exactly, like
I have a lot for this, so
it's even Urkha will like, these are obviously plants.
okay, then it works.
Okay? Again, this is way too much discussion. Normally, just a yes or no, like I don't want this scene, that's enough. I want this scene, that's enough. And we can just progress. Okay, Urkha, so with this, like every look and then
what did you see?
I'm just looking at it from a safe distance.
of
Just
5 feet.
a little bit more, maybe, because if there are in the line of the archway, then
Sure.
like 15 feet should be okay.
Okay.
And I'm just watching what is happening.
Okay.
Please put me down. I will try to show you. And I think
You are
okay.
uncomfortable.
Please put me down. I will try to show you. And I think there is some small hand mirror in my pocket or something like this, because it comes in handy if I need to unlock something or
Like the SWAT teams, like just kind of looking behind a corner.
Yes,
Sure.
it's useful. I carry it all the time with me. So I'm trying to put half of this mirror inside the barrier thing or something, and other half on my hand, so that I could see.
So basically, like you're trying to put so that your mirror is like cut in half.
Yes, and trying to move it back and forth and change the angle.
Okay, so you take out the mirror
Mhm.
and you also catch an eye of somebody. Like you take it out and you're like, but it's gone. Like there was somebody in the mirror, but it was not you. It wasn't Urkha. It was somebody, but you kind of move it and you don't see anything. And then you kind of put it inside. Elle, as you are the magical specialist, I'm wondering what would happen when somebody puts a mirror halfway through an illusionary wall? I don't think you see, because I think it breaks your brain, because the illusion is not real, obviously. Does an illusion cast a reflection? How do we treat this? How does the science of magic work?
The illusion, that depends. Whether the illusion works as magical, does it change your perception?
It's not
does it
inside your
just
head.
No, it's not.
It's not.
So it's like we can say a hologram, an object, a 3D object or something.
But you know this,
So it
this
will.
paradox of like people like discuss this to no end. When you have a candle and you make an illusion of a cup and you put it over the flame, does it cast a shadow? Because it's an illusion of a cup that's covering the candle. So do you have a shadow or do you have a light? And everybody has different opinions on this because it's magic and it's weird. So we are establishing that for now, it's basically real when it comes to like how it
But
looks.
it's fey illusion. So I would
You know
assume
what?
it's like it's there and not there in the same time.
Roll a wisdom check. If you roll very low, you will get a nosebleed. Because this is way too much magical theory for this small thing.
I think my head is spinning a lot. It's one, just one.
Just one?
And,
Oh, God.
Wait. You rolled a natural one.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say
Okay. I will just watch the effect.
I'm gonna say it's a very like it seemed like a good idea, but when you put the mirror inside, like the image like cuts in half, in four, it like starts spreading like fractal and like gets all weird, and you're just like whoa, it like drags you in, and you guys will see like every kind of looking into the mirror and then starts bleeding from her nose, like just going down her face and like starts dripping. And she's just, mouth open, drooling. There's like bleeding happening.
Can I crush this mirror?
Absolutely. I mean,
Okay.
crush, she's calling it in her hand.
No, you know.
Just break
yeah.
it.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So I try it.
Okay.
I tried.
It's polished metal. It doesn't break that easily. but-
So do you want to like crump it, break it, or just smack it out, or what are you doing? Because again, right now everyone's like looking at it.
I don't want to do something bad to her. So yeah.
So just smack it out.
Yes.
Okay, so you can't stop yourself. You're basically lost in this labyrinth of whatever just is happening right now, and you're just like it feels like falling into something crazy.
On a magical academy, so they will like to know that.
So as you're saving every, and the stream is off.
Yes.
Oh man,
You
No, it's
have
okay.
something here?
it's okay. We're doing
You have
stuff.
something here?
I have all the things here
Okay. Me not.
because I'm the game master, I guess.
Okay.
I'm here.
Join stream again.
We're missing players. Excuse me, I'm gonna wait a little bit.
Okay.
It's okay. It's here.
Well,
Report of living. So
It
thank you.
actually makes a little sense, right? Like you're back to the stream.
It was total blackout. So maybe that's why it happened.
Okay, awesome stuff. So Orca, as you saved every, like smack the mirror out, it hits the wall, goes down. You wake up. It's just like somebody almost slapped you, but like not in a hurtful way. And you just hear behind you like as somebody's like scribbling like a note down.
I turn to this. Yeah.
Oh,
Loud.
please don't write so
Is
loud.
it or not?
You see him writing
Ah.
something. He's like,
Please
What
don't
you are
write so
doing?
loud. Can you?
taking notes to know what to do with those things for the
But-
next time.
But you're
Not to
scratching
use a mirror.
so loudly. Can you read a little bit
Yeah.
more quiet?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Put my notebook into my back.
so obviously that didn't work. You can't. They don't know what's inside unless they look.
okay.
So okay, you can look inside, but please don't go in there. Someone was trying to get to that box or something, and there is a lot of burn marks around, and I think someone got hurt there. I'm not sure. And I'm crab walking, trying to avoid those plants to get my mirror back in my pocket.
I mean, okay, there will be like this little bit of like, you take it, but again, you have this like little game you're playing, so this is not a real problem.
Yes,
So-
I will distract them with something else, and then
Yeah, we
pocket my
established
mirror.
that it's not a problem for you. It's gonna be, again, I'm just gonna say, for the time being, right now, you are considered poisoned, but not like really poisoned. Basically, your head hurts. It's like, it's just a headache, a solid headache. Yeah, so for that, what are you guys doing? As Avery is like, just getting her mirror back.
Okay, but you had your part of your body inside the room. Is it inside looks the same as outside? From here?
No, it's like
It's like it's underneath the water, or uh, like it's completely another place. The lighting is different there, and there is this weird box in the middle of the room, and
It's a nice box. It's a very nice looking box.
it's
Can we see the box from here? Or no?
For you, this looks just like the other room. Overgrown, forgotten,
Okay,
ruined.
okay.
it's like putting your face underwater, but you can breathe. I didn't go in there because there are some traces of fight or someone trying to get to that box, but it's still there, and it isn't even scratched. So I think it's not that easy. And there are two figures on the left side of the room. That's all I could see for now.
Okay.
I don't like magic a lot, so it's like I'm standing and watching
much.
what is going
Yeah.
on.
The problem is there's
I want to
only
smash
one
it.
way into the palace or the complex or whatever it is. So I'm afraid we will have to go inside one way or another.
Okay, then wait a little bit longer, please.
Maybe mage. Go first.
No, don't go there yet. Oh my God, my head is spinning. I try to throw one of the rocks inside that room. Maybe I gather some
It
more.
does what you expect it does. It vanishes.
Yes, but I'm looking inside again and see what happens to that rock. I'm trying to throw it past this pretty box.
Roll a d6 for me.
4.
Okay. You throw the rock. You put your head in again, and a completely different place is in front of your eyes. You're going to see a beautiful, dangerous-looking green garden with this, and it's just like a hedge. It kind of goes up like a labyrinth. Everything here has spikes, so it's like just full of little kind of needles. And right next to your face, kind of to your left on the wall, is a beautiful silver axe. Or like a smaller one, not like a big one, but like a smaller one. It's shiny, it's polished, it has beautiful markings on it. And there seems like the room is filled with plants, beautiful colors, but it's a completely different room.
okay.
I'm moving away from that
Again,
illusion.
what did the butt say? because you look inside again. So what do they know from the butt? It's a surprise butt for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. And I was really stealthy. It's like I wasn't sure.
Stealthy butt.
Yes, again, low on my knees, and evidently trying to look from one way to another, and then I abruptly moved back. Guys, there is completely different place in there than before. I'm afraid we can lose each other if we go separately.
So maybe when you find somewhere good for us, yes, you will give a sign to us, and we will go everybody there.
Let's see here. We need
No,
to
no, no,
enter
no.
together in the same moment.
She enter with her head like before and do a sign with hands
With
to us.
Come
Or
on.
bats, maybe with bats. Ah.
I don't think it will change much. I mean, I think we should try to get in the same moment, all three of us.
I don't like this entrance so much. I'm
Yes,
trying to.
there is only one way inside, so we have to go there anyway.
How well did I check this corridor before?
You mean the corridor you're standing in?
Yes, it's a
Oh, the
bridge,
corridor.
right?
I'm gonna say, at this point, if something was supposed to happen in the corridor, it would have happened. So the
No,
corridor is clean.
no, there is no option that there is some other hidden entrance or
There's
something.
always an option.
Okay, this weird. Can
There
you
are
check?
two possibilities.
Uh-huh.
First, this is some kind of illusion, which your little experiment with the mirror
I can see
would
Elgo like
suggest. And second possibility is that the door is a portal to some other, worlds, and it's also possible. But I think, well, I should think it over more. Please go inside again. Take a look inside, okay, and tell me what you see.
I feel like
I'm
it's like
checking my
a
notebook.
periscope. You put like a part of her outside and like look through the butt because the butt is like signaling. It's like a periscope.
Yeah. Look inside again.
Okay, I'm looking again.
All of D6.
Sorry, it's still this time.
2. Okay. What will change immediately is that noise will hit you. You're going to kind of look inside, and you're going to see creatures. Little tiny men with like red hats. You're going to see the same kind of flying creatures, but like different colors. Walking people, like different walking trees and little plants. It will be almost like like if you took a normal marketplace, but you take out all the normal fantasy people and kind of put like weird creatures, tiny little walking mice or like walking mushrooms or like little flying thing, and they're like walking to each other and they're like talking to each other, and then they all like stop, just look at you, and then they kind of go back to talking and doing it and whatever. You're going to see they're like swapping plans. They're kind of some people are dropping like weird coins that you never saw in your life. Some of them look expensive. Some of them just look weird. You're going to see them like swapping fruit, and there's like a buzz here. There's like a sound of people, people with like voices and guys talking around, and they don't mind you. They just kind of looked at you, it's like, huh, and they just kind of went back to doing whatever.
And they evidently saw me.
Yeah, all of them at the same time, like, and then stop.
Okay.
It's like crazy creatures.
Okay, and there are those living plants beneath their feet.
Yes, you're gonna see that they're like they almost made a little space so that everybody can walk comfortably. And it's not really that red here. It's like rather green.
Mhm.
It just looks nicer, if it makes sense. And there's like a lot of people
Okay.
buying and selling, kind of.
Uh, I throw one more rock, but really gently to see if whenever those plants are moving away the same way they used to move in the first room,
Mhm.
if they react.
Wait, you're like throwing to see if anybody reacts?
Mostly those plants beneath our feet.
Okay, you throw the rock and you hear, ow!
No, I wasn't going to hit someone.
You weren't going to, but you did. And there's like a guy that kind of just gets out, takes the rock. It's like a copy of those like little fairy guys from the first one, but he has like a nice red vest, like a hat. He's almost like a tiny merchant. He's like, hey, what was that about?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I
knows?
didn't. Okay, I understand him.
Yeah, he's talking in again. Oh, actually, that's interesting. Roll an intelligence check.
Okay. Oh, it's just 2.
Okay.
3. Okay.
You do understand him, but when you start thinking about it, your head hurts again. It's like,
Okay.
And he's like, okay, can you just not throw rocks at people you meet?
I'm really
What kind
sorry.
of etiquette is that?
I'm sorry. It was by accident. I didn't mean
No,
to
I
do it.
saw you pick that rock up on purpose. And why is there only half of you? Can you walk in here, please?
I'm sorry. It was an accident. I didn't mean to hit you. I was just trying to.
So the plot is showing you clearly she's having a conversation.
But we cannot hear anything.
No?
I'm moving out.
You go back out again, and you just hear like, "Hey, I'm talking," and cuts off.
There are. I saw a completely different place, and there were a lot of tiny guys there, and
Some of the guys were bigger, but sure.
yes, it was like a marketplace or something, and I hit one guy with a rock by accident. I did say I was sorry, but he wasn't happy about it. But it was completely different place, and it reacted to what I was doing. So I have no idea how to check whenever that's illusion or
I'm sorry,
real life.
I'm sorry, Urka, but like you put a door in front of adventures, it usually like it takes some time.
Yeah.
So it's natural that to just stand in front of a door. It's a natural part of life for RPG players. So I'm sorry for just standing there, right? So,
Whatever we
No,
do,
it's fascinating what is
Let's-
happening. It's
let's not split because every time it's different location or something. I think I'm getting rope out of my bag
mhm.
and attaching
Wait,
one
rock? Rope.
rope. Not
Rope. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, you
rope.
did just use rocks all the time. So.
No, I'm not going to hit someone again.
Mhm.
no, we all know you will. Sooner or later, yes, you will.
It's gotta happen.
Of course.
Okay, you take out the rope and
attach it to something that's not living, moving plant. Maybe some some part
some
of those
rock.
doors. Of
Oh,
those
okay,
doors,
okay, sorry.
there was like metal part of it.
No, I can see there's like some doors here. So yeah.
Okay,
You can, like, grab
so-
something from the floor.
Okay.
That's
I
not a rock.
I tie this one piece, one end of that of my rope to the door on our side.
There's like a door frame, but I don't think there's anything to tie. Like there's no door.
Hinges from broken.
You can
Okay,
give
how do
the
you,
rope
how
to
do you
her
tie things to the hinges?
just to hit,
That's hard.
or just wrap it around her. She's
Okay, what
stable
are
enough.
you trying to do?
I don't know, but I'm taking the vial I had,
Because it's
and
like
I will take a sip of the potion while looking at it.
it tastes like apple and cinnamon, and it has this very nice kind of feeling of it's you know how like when you drink kind of alcohol, there's like this warmth
Yeah.
spreading. It's just nicer. It doesn't stick.
Yeah.
So it's like this. Very nice. Sorry, everybody.
What I want to achieve is to attach this rope to something that will not move. Maybe some.
Like Urka.
No,
I
not
don't
her.
want to.
She's not moving for like a
I
long
don't
time.
want.
I'm not going to try to attach it to Urka, but maybe to some stone railing of this bridge.
Sure. Okay. Okay. At this point, sure. You find a stone railing. It's just there in the wall. You tie it, and
And now, if we decide to go through those doors, we can use it to get back where
you assume.
we were before. I guess I
Sure.
have no other way of.
You have a walking encyclopedia with you, so you could ask.
Okay, is that going to help us go back here?
Try.
Okay, or that. Yes, that's also possible. Okay, so you
Well,
did that.
We don't know. That's the truth.
I think it's
Now,
not good idea.
Is to walk through the door, or you may walk through that door, and we'll see what will happen. Yeah, you can give us the rope.
Okay, Urka, can you hold one of my hands and then get
I'll
in
finish
touch
it.
with some hands?
It's one.
I can, but you understand that it's dangerous move.
Natural potion. If not,
I'm not so intelligent, but it's very strange to do that.
We have those-
But I can.
Okay,
I can.
So I'm holding hands with Urka, and
at this point,
Mhm.
more or less, as you're grabbing hands, you're gonna hear a wolf howl that just goes through the entire and it goes above everything. There's like almost like an echo, and it spreads and it goes through this room.
It goes from the room.
It doesn't go through this room. It almost like emanates from the walls, and then it quiets down, and it's quiet again.
Okay.
can I tell what direction
Nope.
it is?
Not even rolling. Nope.
Okay.
So, rope.
Yes. I hold that rope in my hand, and I'm holding Urka with my other hand, and then
My hand, yeah.
very carefully looking inside first.
know what
It's the top part of my body again.
So, okay, save butt to signal everybody. D6, roll for me.
It's 5.
Nice. Every time different. Okay. So when I said you don't know where the wolf howls are coming from, I wasn't counting that you will roll 5. So when you look inside, immediately everything changes. You're going to see like a dagger just like flies in front of your face and kind of hits the wall, and you will see a cat person with like 2 daggers, like a wolf jumping on top of it. I'm gonna just I need like any different music for this. So immediately the situation changes. You know, dagger in front of the face. You're going to see the cat person defending from like a wolf. You're going to see like a big wolf with like leaves in its fur, like big teeth, and this like I don't remember what it was called at the moment, but this like spiky thing that like a spiky plant, and it's almost like a collar made out of this like spiky plant. And it's like evidently hurting this wolf, and the wolf looks like it's angry and it's jumping at the cat person. And there's around like 4 or 5 different wolves, and they're circling a group of people much like you. You're going to see a person that you recognize from this first statue over there from the first room, and he has like a sword and a shield, and he's like covering himself and trying to stand behind, and the wolves obviously are, like walking and trying to find a way to kind of circle everybody. You're going to see the cat person defending a little bit away, and you're going to see 2 other people, a darker skinned elf, like a drow, and then you're going to see like a halfling, and next to the halfling, there's this, it's not a wolf, it's like a dog, more something like this, like a big dog, and the dog has like a saddle on it, almost like a horse, like a tiny horse, but it's a big dog. And this like tiny group of like a human, a cat person, a dark elf, and like a halfling, and they're all in a circle almost back to back, defending from like this pack of wolves in a library. You see like library books falling out. Some of the books are just in the air and just like stuck. But in general, it's like a crazy place, and they're just kind of looking. One of them looks at you, help, and they're like jump at them, and they're like start, pushing them, fighting, and like pushing them away, and you hear like sounds of combat, and the butt is definitely tense. It's a tense butt.
Something.
Before she
You know what? I have a better idea. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Nice.
It's 18.
Oh man. Okay, I rolled a 19. I'm gonna say that the cat person was like defending from the wolf. Was like, we don't have time for this. Grabs you and like pulls you in, which means that you, unless you roll athletics, you either, and I can let you choose, you let go or you fall in. But basically, suddenly you feel everything just pulls.
So athletic.
And roll athletics.
Okay.
Roll more than I guess 18.
So I have 12.
You decide. Do you hold it and fall in, or there's also a rope? Advantage. Roll again.
Okay.
Advantage. It's a buff cat person. It's like a tight person.
1.
Okay. So you decide. You either let go and let the rope snap, or you fall in with everything. As this is. Maybe
I think I fall in with everything.
Okay. So this cat person, a huge tight person, grabs you, pulls you inside, and you fall into the library. After you don't let go, so suddenly they're just like standing, and they're like pulled inside. The question is, do you try to like, follow, or do you let them?
No, I will follow.
So you grab?
Yeah. If I.
Yeah, for the purposes of making things easier for everybody,
okay.
You grab and you get pulled inside. Yeah. And I would like everybody to move themselves. Oh, look at this. This is cool. I'm moving you without you even trying. I'm moving you. Where is it? I'm looking for the... here it is. Can I aim you properly? Okay, this is good enough. So as you guys are being pulled inside, both of you go here. I'm going to need 5 people. Okay, we have the strange wolf, the dog, it's here. We have the halfling, it's going to be a goblin, and it's going to be here. It's with a bow, it's even good. We have a dark elf, which I have a dark elf. Amazing. And I need a human with a shield. Is there a human with a shield somewhere?
We can check the others.
Yeah, you know what? We don't have the time for that. I have a human with a sword without the shield, but okay. And a buff cat person. That will be the hardest to find. Something big, like a corridor, and I don't know, whatever. Sure.
It's I don't know. It's just.
Give it. It's okay. It's okay. This guy, dude, will be like a tiger person-looking guy with like 2 knives. And he will be here since he's defending from this. And now I'm going to use just dice because it's easier this way. Use the dice. Oh, it works Mike.
It's here.
I know, but I can't
Ah,
reach
okay.
it. I'm
Wanna take this one?
I'm bound with cables. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wolves kind of circling everybody, and this cat person is like fighting one of them. There's like 5 wolves. All of them they're bleeding from the necks. You guys are pulled in. You land in here, and the cat person is like, now stay and help. And he will just move back and kind of defend from the wolf, just basically trying to keep it away as you guys are standing there among combat. So technically speaking, we can roll for initiative. The problem is this the first thing you do? Do you guys join, or do you intend to do something completely different? Because they pull you, the wolves, for a few seconds, are still focused on the main group. So what is happening as they pull you in?
Okay.
And behind you is like,
Or in
I
the
can attack?
library.
can you attack? Of course, always.
We are in the library, full of books,
Yes.
wood,
Am I correct?
and
Yes.
unknown, unfriendly creatures.
I mean, there are some wolves that seem less than friendly. There are some people, in general, that seem to be in need of help, but they don't look particularly friendly. They just look like you guys. They look like adventurers, just in general.
Yeah. So we have
And you.
unfriendly adventurers. We have wolves
Yes.
in a big room full
Yes.
of wood and paper.
Okay,
And you have evoker magic in the room.
I'm rolling behind this
No.
stone
Okay.
tree. It's first thing I do because I think it's going to go boom, and everything is going to burn sooner or later, or she's
There's a
going,
chance.
yes, or she's going to go crazy. In there, I will try to find the closest possible hideout. No.
Okay, so the good news is there's a lot of books. There's like a weird sarcophagus. This place is like weird in general. There's like tables and books and stuff in here. I don't know if this is the right room. Good. So as you kind of look, some of the books are like in the air, and some of them are on eye level. So when you walk up to them, they're like stuck in space. You can actually you can't push them even if you wanted. So the books are actually something that maybe you uniquely could use.
To climb.
To move or jump or climb.
Okay.
But other than that, they're like everywhere. You guys can grab them too and move with them. Other than that, I will need you guys to roll some form of initiative.
Okay.
It's just initiative, since this is what you're doing.
I'm really struggling right now with my internal urge to cast fireball inside this room, but I think I will not.
This place looks like it will,
Yeah, but on the second thought, I'm an academic. I'm a wizard, and books are not really the first thing.
My worst problem, my nightmare. So many things
Yes.
to burn, and I don't want to burn them.
I mean, there are some of them that I would like to keep from burning. So no, not this time.
Makes perfect
Not
sense.
not the fireball inside this room. I will use something else.
Now,
I'm not sure what at the moment. I'm staying at the end of a room. I'm
I
trying to assess.
doubt that we will finish this fight, but because the rolls kind of helped us here,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say let's roll initiative and let's see how you guys fare. I'm gonna roll separate initiative for Wolf Pack and Adventurer Pack just to make it simple. I know that the guys should have different initiatives, but it will be faster. Okay, wolves are pretty good. Oh, goods are very good.
Okay.
21.
Okay. So you're better.
12.
So you're third for now.
And it's 8.
8.
Yeah. So I'm the last one probably.
Are you? Yeah, you are. No, you're not. They rolled a 5 plus, so they would be. You know what? Roll again. Roll again, because you rolled exactly the same thing as the adventurers.
3.
Okay, so yes, you're
Plus
last.
2, so yeah.
Yeah, you're last. Okay, so basically how it goes is, no surprise, Urk has first. Then we have the wolves that are very angry. Then you, what did you roll?
12.
Okay, so yes, then we have Every, and then we have El, who's like, I guess, struggling. It's like, and like it takes some,
Yeah.
it's like 6 seconds, so it's not a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warcraft. There's so many possible
Yes.
targets, and the wolves are not like fighting you, but you're going to see like greenish eyes, like light. They're not normal wolves. They look bigger and badder than normal. You probably fought wolves before. They're not extremely strong, not for you. They are a little bit bigger. They have like plants and moss in their fur, and they're constantly bleeding from the neck. It looks like this thing is like super painful. And yeah, they're like nightmarish, weird plant wolves.
I can hit the neck, the nearest one.
You can hit it.
For example,
The beautiful green one.
yes, the beautiful. So I take my mouth and
We'll just kind of, go ahead, and just look around, and he will like basically
Okay.
bark. The little dog will like, and you're running up to this wolf. The wolf looks at you, angry, and
yeah, and I want to hit his neck.
the neck.
Yeah,
Okay. You have
because it's bleeding. So
maul with spikes. So you're adding spikes to spikes. Okay, roll, hit it.
no, no, one.
One?
One.
Oh, okay, that's good. You're going
No
to
good.
Now, in case of like attacks, one is a super failure, which
Yes,
means
I know, critical.
which I'm going to interpret as you told me about this as if I'm just going to hit that wolf, right? Like whatever, dumb man. And you just go there, the wolf like jumps, grabs with its jaws. It's a strong wolf. It's not as strong as you, but you're not expecting this. They're smarter. It grabs your hammer, maul, pulls it out of your hands, and basically like just and like throws it on the other side of the room, and then just looks at you, and just kind of almost like it's smiling. And quick note, Elle, you're gonna see this. You will see this. They all move like in a synchronized way, kind of. So, and he just kind of looks at you.
I have a javelin also. Yeah.
Your hammer is like
Yeah, it's my mouth. Okay.
It's not stuck anywhere,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
you have a second.
Yes, I want to. Yeah.
Will you lose that too?
17.
17? Definitely. This time you hit. Like now
Yes.
you're ready. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So the damage.
Oh, actually, I can count my hit points here.
Oh, damage is low. So I have 9.
9 damage?
Yeah, 9.
Okay. So with 9 damage, sure. This wolf is hit.
But it's not that.
Definitely not that. It looks so pretty. It's you stab it with javelin, and it's like its skin is harder. There's like a lot of fur. It's also like the fur that's sort of connected with the blood. It's like a little bit hard to get there. When you stab, you don't feel like a satisfying stab. As you do that, it just grins. Blood coming out. It's not new feeling. That's it. You say.
Guys, wait. I think they're not doing that by their own will. Can we free them?
You say that out loud?
Yes.
All of the wolves immediately look at you with dark eyes, and I'm gonna say, since they are next, all of them jump at you at the same time. Like they're gonna immediately stop fighting whoever they're fighting, and they're just gonna jump directly at you, going past you, still in your field, so they're not getting attacked. No, they're still next to you. This is here. He goes here. They
Can I
can't-
dodge?
Well, you probably should. He can't get to you. So you're gonna get 3 attacks with advantage since they used the whole howl, which you heard. So first, there's like wolves coming from different directions. And they're rolling with advantage. So this is a 1 and a 1. Okay, so he okay, I don't have any idea of a cool thing that can happen right now for you because that's a spectacular fail. That's like super spectacular failure.
They
I have
maybe
an
they
idea.
just try to do it simultaneously and just clench each other with each other or something.
I mean, it is 2 1s in a row. You know what? Sure. I'm going to say that as you're super small, they all jump, and because they rolled like double 1s on an advantage roll, I'm going to say I'm going to move you a little bit to the side. They all like, I like this suggestion. They all like fly to each other and like just crash into, you can hear like the sound of like teeth hitting teeth, like shaking. And again, the wolfish sound of pain, like, as they like kind of go down. You're safe because of this thing. I'm gonna say they don't attack the rest of you, but as they stand up, like bloody teeth, they will just kind of watch you. And now you and Elle are cornered with like I'm gonna say 3 to 4 wolves, and you're going to see the other adventurers. They start backing away. And they will do something like, and they will start moving back step by step, all of them. The cat person will just kind of look at them, look at you. Guys, we can't. No. If they get it first, it's over. Sorry. This is how it goes. And they will slowly start moving away towards the other door, step by step. And the wolves will all focus on you guys. Orca, you're kind of outside of this line. But they are stepping, so the wolves are cornering you.
Can I do something? Movement, maybe?
This is a very good moment to kind of end the session. You're nearing the hour mark.
One thing I wanted to say.
Yeah.
That was one of the things I was expecting to happen, and but one thing happened that I was not expecting, but made me very happy. They formed a line.
They did.
Which makes me there's still room
Yes.
on the one side of the line.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, and
I'm
there
gonna-
is a line for a lightning bolt just through them.
Sure that. I'm gonna say this. Considering that we are about to like maybe kind of stop the adventure, I'm gonna take a picture so that we know what the like position of everybody is. But at this moment, they are forming unconsciously, forming a line and moving towards this door very much like your door, the one that you came out of. You guys, especially you, are in the target of the wolves. You're going to see very intelligent, very angry looks at you looking. Not even at you, at everyone specifically. And yeah, and the other adventurers leaving you guys behind. Now the question is, will you get out of this? Will the wizard have his 5 seconds to burn through the wolves, potentially the adventurers as well?
Not only the wolf.
Or, or
This time,
I'm very aggressive, so I can stop.
or will the wolves?
Or just maybe we hope the barbarian will go with, succeed the save.
Or
then we will just put a fireball over it.
will the wolves get every, so that no good idea goes
I
unpunished?
think since there is a good chance I'm going to die next time, I'm going to go a little bit crazy. I have because then it's going to be my turn, so I will take my letter.
We have 2 wolves more before it's your turn.
Okay.
Specifically, but I'm gonna say we will probably start from you guys' turns. The wolf moves. I'm gonna say as you're getting cornered, they move away. It's like a good place to kind of cut this off. You're gonna start from like a fresh point, a good little. And by the way, you still have the portal behind you as like a way out if you wanted. But where does it go? You guys don't know exactly. Might
It's
be
not a
worse.
good idea.
We still have the rope attached on the other side. Maybe it will guide us back.
Did you hold on to the rope?
Yes.
Can you make me an intelligence check to remember to hold on? Because there's like wolves and stuff happening. So let's say
It's 10.
13, I was about to say. So total 10?
Total 10.
Okay, fine. You're holding the rope, sure. So there's like a rope in your hand and all the wolves. And with that, and yeah, I mean, I hope the technical difficulties weren't too hard. But I think we will end this adventure for now in this clutch moment of our players potentially getting wolf packed to death.
Yeah.
But having very fast picked up on potentially what is going on with those creatures, which might or might not be a bad thing to say out loud. In any way, I hope you guys had fun and you didn't like do some stuff. I'm happy my players are saying that they had fun. Anything you guys want to say? I mean,
See you next time.
Never played by being watched by people, but for the most of the time, I completely forgot about it, and I was because I had a great time. I must say,
yay!
had a great time, and the first time I had opportunity to play like having a map on a screen with the figures on it, which is a combination that I haven't experienced before, and it's fun.
It's awesome.
It's awesome, and it's so handy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And also the studio we made is like really nice. You
Yeah.
can't see all the lamps, but other than that, it's awesome. Great. Anything from you guys?
Thank you for staying with us, and hopefully our characters will still be alive. Maybe next time.
For the
Yeah.
first round, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also some rewards. A reward for the most patient to Urkha, who was like standing for a long time. That's like a lot of patience for a barbarian. So let's hope that she will get the chance to murder some wolves next time.
Okay, a lot of
All fun.
That's potentially, yeah. Also a reward for the most what's the word? Not succinct, but like let's say the best note taker to our mage, who made a perfect opportunity to experiment on his friends.
Yeah, to make some field research.
Exactly. It's like, interesting. With friends like that, who needs enemies?
Yeah.
But on the other hand, and the of course it was coming. The reward for the most expressive butt goes to every for the new mode of communication that I didn't know was possible. Yeah. At this point, I think we're ending the stream. Thank you guys so much. I hope you liked it. I must say, from my perspective, it is very useful to have all of those like stats in one place, all of the things in the rooms kind of outlined neatly as list. And of course, there's a map attached with everything. I hope you noticed I made a few changes.
Yeah.
Because everybody will. So let's see how that works. I guess maybe next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.
I think so. Bye, guys.